Classic. Come on in, A Christmas Story. What's that? You brought your kids. Oh, well, you bring them in too. Alrighty. It's just me right now. No one has showed up. But we're gonna be here a while, so presumably there will be others. Others will come. I don't even know if Mitzi's off yet. Mitzi might still be at work. No idea where Chris is. Michael has said he is joining later. It's just me right now. Oh, hey, hello. I can hear myself. That's good, at least. That means I have audio. Alright, I am committed to finishing this. I have not started this game at all. But we are finishing today. This is Jimmy Neutron versus Jimmy Negatron. Hold on, we gotta... Okay. The game is being very obnoxious right now. Just let me thank you, Jesus Christ. Okay, we're gonna turn that off. I'm gonna mash record on that. And we're gonna put the game. Oh, hello. What are we doing here? Well, I didn't tell you to do that, but you sure did do it. Don't you guys just love technology? Don't you guys just love computers? Okay, yeah, don't start me here. New. Start a new game. Is this the 12 Days of Christmas? I don't... Start the game! Start the game! Start the game? Start the game. Do anything. Thank you. I did hit record, didn't I? Okay, good. I am recording. Okay. That is so clearly not Miss Fowl.
Which was invented by Norville Flugelhammer in 1892. Dr. Flugelhammer was a very interesting man. History tells us that he insisted on eating nothing but Brussels sprouts.
Wow, I am constantly amazed by Miss Fowl's ability to make something as exciting as science sound so boring. Man, this is the second time this year we've been on Miss Fowl's same old tour of the same old exhibits. Nothing ever changes here. Can't anything ever be different?
Oh, but it can be. And somewhere in another dimension, things are different. Very.
Thanks, Hugh.
In this other dimension is a boy named Jimmy Neutron. Evil boy genius. And if this boy has his way, things will change in Retroville.
Just a couple more changes and the final phase of my greatest plan can begin. Yes! My dimensional portal is the key that will allow me to complete my list of objectives. Herman!
I know. I'm an imbecile. Go lock myself in the broom closet.
Now all I have to do is wait for that second-rate pretend genius Jimmy Neutron to activate one of his inventions, and I'll lock onto the signal. It'll be...
They just like drew the. It literally looks like they found like the texture for Jimmy and used like the
Now
spray
this
paint
exhibit on
tool
the
and
field of
MS
time
Paint to
travel
give him a
is short.
goatee.
Genius.
You've got to be kidding, Cindy. Einstein's theory of time travel has many gaps in it that prevent travel through portals.
Oh, sure. Next you'll tell me that you have it perfected, right?
Why, of course. Let me show you.
Not JPEG talking
All I
about
have to do is press
2006's
this
Black
button and
Sheep.
we'll go back 50 years.
Is that the horror one, or is that the one with? Well, I guess 2006 it wouldn't be the one
I've
with
got the location. Tell
David
it to
Spade
swap
and
freely.
Chris
Use
Farley.
your barking toaster to be locked up while I have some fun. Hey, it worked! Arrgh. Must have had the fluxing code wrong again. Yes! Perfect timing. Like trapping a chicken in a corner. What? Where am I? Hey, who are you? Get me out of this! What? You look like me, but you're wearing a fake beard. What beard? What are you talking about? Oh well, it doesn't matter. My name is Jimmy Negatron. I am the super smart, good-looking version of you who resides in this dimension. Anyway, I've got you trapped and you will stay there in my dimension forever! Excuse me! Huh? Huh? Oh, sorry, what is it? Just what are you planning on doing now? It's quite simple, but I'll use small words so you can understand. I'm going to take your place in your world and change it just for fun, okay? No, you can't! Oh, yeah? Just watch me. Bye-bye. Herman! Get out of the broom closet and guard the prisoner, Jimmy Neutron.
Oh, good. The character in the game has tank controls too. Even in the cutscenes, they're tank controls.
Well, you failed again, cosmic weirdo.
You were right, Cindy. The time travel feature was right, and I was wrong. You're smarter than me.
I think you just warped your brain, Jimmy. Later.
Hey, wait up, Cindy. I've got some flurp for you.
Oh,
Black flurp.
Purple flurp?
No, this flurp is new and improved. Hey, you, Herman!
What is it, Neutron?
What? Don't you recognize me, you fool? I am your master, Jimmy Negatron!
Oh, no you don't. You're just trying to trick me. It won't work. I know that you are Jimmy Neutron.
No! I'm Jimmy Negatron!
Negative. You are Neutron.
Negatron!
Neutron.
Negatron!
Neutron.
Neutron!
Negatron.
Neutron!
No! I am positive you are my master, Jimmy Negatron, and I will do whatever you command.
Oh, okay, if you insist. Let me out of this cage.
Right away, master.
And release the robot dog Goddard as well.
Yes, of course.
There. Are you happy now?
Yes, yes, master. Command me again. Command me again.
Okay, go play in the broom closet.
At once, master.
Okay, that takes care of that. Let's get out of here, Goddard.
Though, whoa.
I have to find the switch to turn off that beam so I can get to the portal. That must be it. But these bots might give me trouble. I just need to find some stuff I can use to build something for stopping those bots and hitting that
Goddard
switch.
is just like bouncing with glee back there. Oh, okay.
A PVC pipe.
Game's a tad glitchy. Any chance of drunk ranking the Mortal Kombat? Well, there's only like 3, I think.
This flat platform will give me a perfect
I
shot
mean,
at
I
that
guess I
switch.
could include some of the animated ones. There's like 2 newer animated ones and one that, like, old animated one that came out around the time of the first movie. Oh my god. Hello, Goddard. Hi, how are you? Oh, now I can make a volcano. If I can grab it. If I can grab it. Oh, wow, I hate these tank controls.
Baking soda.
I do definitely enjoy the Mortal Kombat films. I've not seen the more recent one, although I heard it was, like, sort of boring.
Vinegar.
Even like, people shit talk Annihilation, and it's because it's a bad movie, but it's at least an entertaining bad movie, which is more than I can say for a lot of bad video game movies. If I had Chris here, Chris would definitely talk about some of the Mortal Kombat movies.
Ow. Slurp bottle.
That's a can, but okay.
Cool shade. Brain blast. All right. Now I can make a water balloon launcher. Vinegar. Baking soda.
Get wrecked, kid. Oh, aiming this thing is gonna be a bitch and a half.
All right. Huh? It's a signal coming in through my PDA. I wonder who's sending it. Hello? Aha! I see you've escaped from your cage. Uh-oh. It's Negatron. Don't think you're home free yet, Neutron. You'll never escape my lab. Oh, by the way, I have a friend that wants to say hi. Hey, Cindy, want some more flurp?
The 2019
Jimmy.
remake
You're
of
the
Jacob's
greatest,
Ladder was complete.
smartest
I didn't know
boy
there was a
know.
remake of Jacob's
How about
Ladder.
we do our homework together?
Ugh, I think I'm gonna hurl. Sure, sweetie. Later tonight, maybe.
I'll be counting the minutes.
Not that! Anything but that! No! He's got me really upset now. I've got to get
Jacob's
back to
Ladder's
my
a good
dimension
movie.
and set
I
things
enjoy
straight.
Jacob's
If I
Ladder.
remember correctly, I just have to hit this switch, then jump through the portal. Let's go, boy!
What? Oh, I guess I did it already. I guess I hit the button and jumped through the portal already. Yes.
Uh-oh. Doesn't look like the museum to me. We're still in Negatron's dimension from the look of things. Well, you actually thought it would be that easy to get me, huh? Lucky for me, I planned for this. I fixed the portal to send you to a special treat I've planned for you. If you look behind you, you'll notice a ton of water just ready to spill over. Let's see if you have what it takes to get through the ravine in one piece. Oh, and don't worry, I'll be keeping your friends busy as well. Looks like we've got our hands full now. Goddard, quick! Fly cycle mode!
This game is like just a touch glitchy, like as if as you're waiting for some like cutscene to play, it'll really slow down.
Okay, all I need to do is find an activator for this, then I can use it.
Okay, I don't really have any upward abilities. I have left to right, and I can go forward and back. Well, I can't even go back. I can go forward. Ah.
Hey, look, Goddard! Vultures!
Ah, fuck.
Time travel, great Goddard! Time glue! Interesting. Oh my. We have to be careful in here, Goddard.
Do we? Do we really?
Gold nuggets, jewels everywhere!
Oh, not JPEG. Too late. I assume that's for Transformers versus G.I. Joe crossover, animated or live action, doesn't matter. I think they did cross over like back in the 80s, but I don't know, I feel like G.I. Joe is not a franchise that is currently popular.
I can build a sub to get back to the lab. I can't move these pieces on my own.
Superman 3 with Richard Pryor, underrated or overrated? Rated. It has received the perfect
The door to the crane
rating.
controls is
People
locked.
think it's
How
like
am I supposed to get all the way up there?
bad, but not like the worst. That's
There's
about
a rope
right.
leading from that warehouse to the crane. If I can find a way through the warehouse up to that rope, I can slide over to the crane.
I can jump in this game. I do not have my jetpack, which is annoying. That really helped the last game a lot.
Super speed up!
That really doesn't help me when I'm not in a speed section, but okay.
Hey, Goddard is showing me which way to go. Thanks, boy.
I guess that's nice. Leon Smithy, this is indeed Game of the Year material. All the greatest games have horrible tank controls. 2011's Showgirls 2, Pennies from Heaven. The less said about it, the better. That's a weird one, because, like, Penny is not, like, a popular character in fucking, Showgirls 1. From what I've heard, like, it was the actress who played Penny, like, wrote and produced it because, she just found out that, like, no one wanted or cared about the sequel rights.
Activating time travel safety feature.
Oh, hey. Okay, Jimmy's just gonna save state for me in this one. Platforming with extremely forgiving jumps. You gotta love it. Okay. Oh, these tank controls are fucking killing me.
Great Goddard.
Ah!
Yes! Activating time travel safety feature.
See, it's great, because I was doing that against the rules, against the wishes of the game's creators in Jet Fusion. Now he's just, if he falls off, he resets.
That's not how it really happened. A radio. This could be useful. Uh-oh. Let's try that again.
Oh my god, these controls are ass. Like, the game is
A radio. Of course, that's not how
seemingly aware that the controls are ass and is compensating for the fact that the controls are ass, but the controls are still ass.
I can make something useful with this. Right. Okay. Of course, that's not how it really happened. I can make something useful with this. Right. Okay. Oh, I'd better try that again.
I don't... It didn't seem like it was that hard to get back up here, Jimmy.
With this. Right.
What do you mean, yeah? I feel like that was a very reasonable place for me to be.
I can make something useful with this. Right. Okay, all I need to do is find an activator for this, then I can use it.
I was like way off.
Try that again.
It's so... Oh, these controls are a pain in the ass.
Ouch! Uh-oh.
We're trying it with the mouse this time. It's like
Let's try that again.
an iota better.
Oh, I'd better try that again.
Yeah, you better.
Of course, that's not how it really happened. Uh-oh. Let's try that again. Uh-oh. Let's try that again.
The game is bugging out. There we go. Am I not supposed to go over here? Because it really seems like I'm supposed to go over here.
How it really happened. Uh-oh.
Okay.
Let's try that again.
God damn it.
Isn't time travel great fun?
Not really. The time travel mechanic seems to have glitched out, Jim.
Activating time travel safety feature.
Oh, this is the worst. This fucking...
Activating time travel safety feature. Isn't time travel great, Goddard?
The game has, like, fucking broken on me.
Uh-oh. Let's
I
try that again.
can't do
Oh,
shit.
I better try that again.
Can't do shit. Okay.
Ah, finally. Hello, Mitzi.
Yeah.
The game has broken. I've broken the game.
Again?
Yeah, and on a rope swing as well.
Goddard.
Ropes hate you.
This time I'm not missing. I'm stuck on the rope. I can't. Like, if I jump off the rope, he's like, nope, I don't want to jump off that rope. And it teleports me back to the rope. Every single time, even when I land where I'm supposed to.
Oh, I better try that again.
I'm so sorry.
Activating time travel safety
It's fucking freezing here. I'm miserable too, if that makes you feel any better.
Oh, it's freezing here.
It's. Hold on,
Okay,
let me check.
fucking
Negative-
finally.
No. It's -4. Feels like -29 with the wind chill.
Oof. I think it's 24 here.
Yeah,
It was 11 when I woke up. It was 15 all last night while I was delivering. Ah!
Oh, I better try that again.
So this one's doing the save state stuff for me. If I fall off this platform, it'll just send me back.
Oh, okay.
Which is good, because the controls fucking suck. So, I'm falling off quite a lot, actually.
Thanks, boy.
Come on, you can do it. Ooh.
Of course, that's
Yeah,
not how
you
it
can be
really
alright.
This one is buggy. In fairness, I am playing a 20-year-old game on a computer it was never designed to play on. But it's still pretty buggy.
A veggie steamer. Brain blast.
Okay, all I need to do is find an activator for this, then I can use it.
It actually features a lot of the same mechanics from Jet Fusion.
Hey,
Because
now
I'm
that you
also
show me,
going around collecting invention parts.
Safety feature.
Fuck.
Of course, that's not how it really.
Gotta be careful.
Why do you gotta be careful, Jimmy? Oh, I'm not showing the game to you, am I?
You are not.
Well, you'll just have to watch the stream with everyone else, because this is a bitch and a half to try to, like, close out of, start showing it on Discord, and then...
That's fair.
Play glasses.
beater.
Who do you think would win in a Michael Myers versus Leatherface fantasy fight? I think Michael Myers has the edge. He's come back from, like, a lot of shit. Leatherface, he fucking, like, cuts his own leg in the first movie. I think Mike Myers got the edge.
Michael Myers is essentially immortal, as far as we know.
Go back up. Thank you. I can't. Okay.
Let's try that again.
I gotta go. Motherfucker! Oh, this is so fucking impossible to control.
The Santa Claus 3 is on right now, and he just called two of the elves officers.
And put them here on this target.
I don't know why I find that very amusing. So I'm gonna go over to YouTube and I'm gonna look at the stream.
Okay, I'm doing a crane segment right now.
Gotta love cranes. What console was this for again?
This was for PC.
Ah.
It's the same people that made the PC game I already played.
Okay, that explains it.
It's a lot of the same models. Although, they have Cindy's show design instead of the movie, which makes this the only game to feature Cindy's TV show design.
Sub is complete.
Oh, would you look at that?
All right.
Okay. Hooray for me. Continue. Move on with the game.
I wonder how far
Go ahead. Okay, there it is.
This is incredible,
the
Goddard.
stream is. I'm gonna turn it up and find out.
The opening that leads to Negatron's lab.
Oh,
It's gotta be
Dracula
around
2000 or Dracula 3000. I haven't actually seen either.
Oh yeah, there it is. I
But,
saw it. Let's go check it out.
I might have an upcoming video you'd appreciate, though. I say upcoming, it'll be like at least a year. Oh my god, I hate this. Oh, this is bad. This control's bad.
Okay, let's check it out.
That was it? Oh, okay.
I don't even get to see how bad it controls yet. Oh, look at you go. You're in a submarine.
Wait, I want to go over here. I want to see these. The Poseidon statues.
Look, Goddard. This must be the ruins of an ancient city.
My favorite MASH character.
Is that... Are those statues of your dad?
Crystal.
No, it's
Try to
Poseidon.
get in there.
Oh, okay.
Jimmy, go in. Go in, though. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Yeah.
Is that a drum? Why is there just a drum there? Oh.
There we go. What was your day, Mitzi? What have you been up to?
I worked all day.
Okay.
And was just incredibly uncomfortable in freezing weather. That's the two things I did today. Not terribly eventful.
Okay, so up is forward, but up is also up?
Explain how up is also up and forward.
Well, if you want him to keep moving, you have to push up. But if you push up, he'll also tilt up
We've
towards
got
the
crystal.
sky.
Now let's go open that door.
Stop it! Just go! Just go! Just fucking go! Let me out! Let me out! Let me out, you piece of shit! I'm literally stuck in the mouth of the cave.
Matt has finally been imprisoned for all his crimes.
Turning around and we're trying again. Why can't I get out? What is stopping me? What is trapping me inside this cave? There is nothing here. Let me go through.
God.
Let me out. Let me out. Ah, finally. I have no idea what made it decide, okay, now you're allowed out.
Hi, Nugget. You want to play tug?
1981's Nighthawks. I think I've heard of Nighthawks. I don't know that I've seen it.
I can't play with you if you won't let me grab the other end. You can't be mad at me for both grabbing it and not grabbing it. No take, only play.
Oh my... Let me get the rope. Ah! I cannot get this rope. The controls are too imprecise. Ah, finally. I'm sorry, it was wire.
Good fucking lord, the winds outside. They are violent.
Collect it. Just let me have it. Let me have it. I am close enough that that should count. Please just let me have it. Thank you.
Let them have it!
Okay, all I need to do is find an activator for this, then I can use it.
You've said that like 8 times, Jimmy.
This gate is locked. We need to go back and find the key.
I can't hear
what we need to go back and find the key. There was no key.
Maybe you missed something.
Am I supposed to go in these? No, there's eels coming out of them.
Oh no, math!
Oh. We surfaced? No, we can surface. Well, hey, let's surface, see if maybe the key's up here.
I'm kind of sad that I'm super far behind in what I am seeing and what you are commenting on. Oh, eel!
I love that above water there's just like no music. You have to, as soon as you dip below water, the music starts back up again. Alright, there's a red dot. Is the red dot the key? Only time will tell.
You are flashing red at some points. Is this a concern?
It's because I'm hitting the walls. When I hit the wall, I lose power.
Ah, okay.
Eel!
Motherfucking eel!
Is the red dot the door? Because I don't see anything else here. I guess the red dot was the door, and I guess we're going out to look for a key because there's definitely no key in here. Oh, is that Chris? Hello, Chris. Was it Chris, or did I just hear something?
There we go.
Ah, it was Chris.
Yeah, my headphones weren't plugged in, so you heard the whole house.
Well, I didn't really hear much of anything.
Milo got a new book, so...
Milo got a new book? How great for little Milo.
Well, Chris, we're playing Jimmy Neutron versus Jimmy Negatron for the PC.
You can't say that.
Someone pointed out that it should probably be Jimmy Electron, but...
So far, I haven't seen any Jimmy Negatron in sight so far. It's just been the normal amount of Jimmys. There hasn't been a singular other Jimmy in sight this whole time I've been watching Matt play.
I'm currently playing a submarine segment where the
See
up
that.
button is both accelerate and up.
Oh.
There's something useful in that.
Is this one of the PC games?
Yes.
Treasure.
Yes. No, this is from the same people that made Jimmy Neutron for PC.
They let them make another one?
Yep.
Oh,
And,
sorry, hold on. That's an overreaction. That one wasn't too bad, was it?
It wasn't awful, but this one I think might control a little worse.
Really?
It's the same old tank controls. It might be exactly the same. It might be no different.
From that doorway with the sub's grabbing claw.
I'd love to do that, Jimmy. I just... Wait.
I would absolutely love to see a Jimmy Neutron revival, and it's just the Negatron episode. But I know of this game. I just thought that there was an episode connected, and there might be because I haven't seen the whole show.
There is not. This is a different Jimmy than Evil Jimmy from the show. You gonna let me go in, or do I need to move the rock some more? No, okay. We're in. If only the controls were good enough for me to grab that key.
Oh, right, here's the key.
I love how you put that. You just pinched the rock. You didn't even grab it. You did. I realized me watching the footage is me being delayed.
All I need to do is find an activator for this, then I can use it.
Yeah, sorry, I don't have this up on Discord. No one was here for the first, 20 minutes.
No, it's all good.
Well, I have a job, Matt.
Well, I don't have an excuse, Matt.
Yeah. The mother of a child does not have a singular excuse for why they couldn't attend your little stream.
Energy shield.
I love how, like the other game, I can see some sense of this being fun, But as an adult, I'm like, yeah, no.
Look, there's an opening.
Doesn't control well is the biggest problem, I think.
Okay,
Like,
let's go find it.
everything else is
We
kind of
already
like.
found it, Jimmy.
Are you sharing your screen, Matt?
Whoa, hey, everyone decided to join all at once here. Welcome aboard,
Oh, it's the
Michael.
Mackle.
Hey, are you gonna share your screen, Matt, or no?
Nah.
It sounded like you said Jekyll.
Closing out of this game to, like, make...
Love that!
To open Discord and, like, stream it is, like, way too difficult.
Jimmy Negatron is just, photoshopped Jim with facial hair.
Pretty much.
No, it looks like they went into, like, his texture in the game and added, like, did like the MS Paint spray can for a goatee. It's like the most uneven goatee I've ever seen.
That pretty much just is it.
Okay, I guess I beat a level? I guess that's what this is a level end screen? If that's the end of the level, why do I have to keep flying the fucking submarine? I hate the submarine. The submarine controls like shit. Not that Jimmy controls any better, but...
Okay, let's real talk.
This game looks fine-ish? Not great, but passable?
You know, by the end of this journey, you will learn how to from a functioning Jimmy Neutron game.
Just throwing this out there, Fritz the cat is not safe for work, while Felix the cat is safe for work, says not JPEG. Anyway, go ahead, Chris. Okay.
I don't cat is ever gonna escape my life.
What's never gonna escape your life?
Fritz.
Fritz. I want to watch Fritz. I know about it. I'm just curious about. I'm actually curious about Felix too, because like for completely different reasons. But you know what? Fritz the cat versus Felix the cat. Come on, Matt, make it happen.
I don't think Fritz the cat was all that poorly received.
I don't think it was either. But it's controversial.
Today I learned about Pete the cat.
Yeah, Fritz the cat was kind of averagely received. Pizza cat?
Pete the cat.
Oh, Pete the cat. Let's see.
Apparently I had already known about Pete the cat because I had seen him in places, but I didn't know it was like a book series. It's like a children's book series. And I love him.
I feel like Fritz the cat is like controversial, one of those movies, so like due to the fact that it's controversial, it's not gonna get well received. But I think outside of that, it's pretty decently, like, people that see it. I don't know if the words like it, but
you know, is like a pretty liked person in animation. You know, I don't know if he's like considered one of the greats or not, but he's definitely someone who has fans.
Let's make sure
Yeah, there's a lot of
Negatron doesn't have
respect
another
for
trap in mind.
Bakshi.
As expected.
Okay, real talk,
I
I'm not
love
trying to
that
sound
fucking
funny.
picture. Oh, go ahead.
I'm not trying to sound funny, but he's like the one white guy that has the Edward pass.
Alright, Chris said it. It's official.
Two can play at this game.
I love the fucking image of Jimmy with the goatee wearing like the captain suit.
Why does Jimmy Negatron want? What does he want? Who? Why does he want us?
He wants Cindy. He wants it.
He wants.
He says, "I want you." He wants Jimmy.
But there's something under. There was text underneath that I didn't read.
Probably to join his army or something. I want you to join the Jimmy Negatron army.
Oh my god, I love this robot. He's adorable.
He definitely
Also-
looks like a character I have seen elsewhere.
Also, Matt, I apologize. I should just stop joining things. Because somewhere down the line, we have the N-word in at least one episode. Or talk of it.
Yeah.
Was the N-word put on these streams by
Chris
Chris?
is getting dangerously close.
You're
Yeah.
better than Stuart. Stuart will just bring it up for no fucking reason.
I feel like it's fair. We were talking about Ralph Bakshi.
Is the N-word said in Fritz the Cat?
Probably.
Yeah, probably. Probably not even by choice. It's just the way he does some of his
Back at
movies.
the museum. We need to locate Negatron and find out just what he's been
Because in
doing
Fritz the
for
Cat, he
Roswell
liked to
Valley.
record people and put it as, like, you know...
Mm.
This
I know that
exhibit
the
is just
pig
what
at the
I
beginning
need.
of the
I can
movie
load
is
boxes
a
back at the
recording of
exhibit
someone as he,
down
like,
that
pulls his dick out and pisses over the... I seen that part.
Vox.
Pisses onto the city.
Backup version. Online. Hello, Jimmy. How are you today?
I've been better, Vox. Run a scan on Retroville and check for abnormal conditions.
Scanning.
All right, guys.
I just really like Ralph
Let's see what
Bakshi's
Negatron's
movies.
been up to.
I gotta watch more of them. I saw the Lord of the Rings and Hobbit one when I was younger, and that's
The
about...
Hobbit wasn't him.
Retroville
The Hobbit
normal
was,
sea level, 45%.
Rankin Bass.
Displaying travel areas on screen.
It was?
Vox?
Yeah.
Okay, boy. We
Huh.
have to get out there and put everything back to normal.
Yeah, it's
and
weird.
stop
Rankin
Negatron.
Bass made The Hobbit, and then Bakshi made a Lord of the Rings movie that was basically all of Fellowship and Two Towers, and then Rankin Bass made Return of the King. So
That's weird.
there's
Yeah, it was
3
weird.
animated Lord of the Rings, but only 2 of them connect, and it's the first one and the last one. The middle part is totally different.
Huh. Alright. The more you know.
Is there a
That's
giant Carl?
The giant Carl Museum.
These aren't really, like, going around the sun like they should. This is not really... It's not really an accurate representation of the solar system.
No, the sun revolves around us.
Yes, we all know heliocentrism is true. It says so in the Bible.
Oh. Not JPEG says Star Trek Into Darkness only rehash elements from the far superior Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan.
A bonus area.
I've never seen
I
a Star
want to
Trek
see this
movie.
one.
I've seen Wrath of Khan.
A bonus
How is it?
It's good.
bonus area.
I think I know of like the ending of the movie because I think the ending of that movie is kind of famous.
A bonus area.
Like even
I-
if you haven't seen it, you know about that ending scene.
I have no clue how you will feel about Star Trek.
I don't think I'd like it. It's like nothing against it. It's just so not my thing. My dad would have it on a lot, and I'm talking about like the show, not the movies. But he would have it on a lot back then, and I don't know. I'll say this, like it was kind of like Wallace and Gromit. That would be on a lot, and I never liked it when I was younger. But Wallace and Gromit, I'd be willing to kind of go back and take a second look at it. Star Trek, I probably won't, but no disrespect to Star Trek. It just seems like a big thing to get into.
I think I probably would like Star Trek. I do need to watch more of those. Hello. What's all this
Like,
then?
I like the second, the Next
Save King
Generation.
Carl is too big for his britches.
Oh,
Hey, Carl, over here.
There he is.
there's our boy. I don't really know what's going on because I'm delayed, but I'm here.
Jimmy, what you got?
Yeah, it's also like
It's gonna
Big leg.
freeze on him.
Hey, that stuff looks good. Can I have a sip?
Sure, Carl.
how do you like this one so far, Matt?
I
In comparison to the others.
I think I like the first PC game a little better.
Jimmy. Oh no, I'm getting
I do think evil Jimmy is really funny though.
Yeah, I don't know why just adding a fucking goatee to him makes him so hilarious.
I think it's because of how minimalistic it is.
Oh fuck!
Carl.
Like instead of looking like a kid, he looks like a fucking creepy adult now.
Calm him down.
And it's
Bless
partially
him.
because of the eyes too. Oh my
I
god.
get food from Sporco's too.
Hi, welcome
Carl.
to Sporco's.
Is it the
May I
actual
take
voice
your order,
actors in this
please?
game?
Yeah, give me 6.
It wasn't for Miss
Miss
Fowl, but
Would
I
you
think
like
it
the
was Rob
Sporco
Paulson
side pack for
as...
just 29 cents
Well, this guy
extra?
also sounds like Rob
Would you like
Paulson, so I'm
fries
gonna
with-
say Rob Paulson is in this game.
Did you say
Okay, what about Jimmy?
6,000?
Yes, is there a problem?
Sorry about yelling. It's just
You have something
wasn't ready for
That's like
thinking
a
of
really
Jimmy.
big order, so I can give you part now, and you can pick up more
I
at
didn't
the
even hear you
window at
yell.
any Sporco's location in town until the order is complete. And thank you for eating at Sporco's.
Oh my god.
That should be enough food even for Carl.
Here you go.
What are they could just fucking warp in his eyes? It's just a JPEG and they like have it like
Okay, give me a lead pipe.
what's that thing? It's like an After
big
Effects thing.
springs, And a
Turbulence.
piece of duct tape, please.
Yeah.
The food shooter for a rocket ship, are you?
Yep.
Good luck.
Bye. Now I can use my rocket ship to pick up food and feed Carl. If I can get enough food into Carl's mouth, it should return him to normal.
Honest to God, I think that would be harder than just making the eyes blink.
Okay, so I now have to collect food to feed to Carl to make him smaller?
Why not?
Yeah. Makes sense. It's
It
gonna
was
be
hardware
things that
store.
pretty small. It decreases your tallness, you know.
Jimmy, you have a
Makes
shrink ray. Just shrink him.
Makes sense.
Yeah, but there would no game if he had used his shrink ray. I know you could argue with me that I'm wrong, but like
Hey, there is at least a speed up button in this one.
I love Jimmy's like shit rocket.
Chris,
Yeah.
said your gift for me was gonna arrive on the 24th tomorrow, and then today it just updated to the 27th because they're fucking assholes.
That's alright.
But yeah, you'll get your gift from me on the 27th. I'm more mad at them for screwing over my mom's gift because that was another one I was supposed to make it on time. And I got my mom like a genuine gift and a joke gift, so now only the joke gift is going to be available for Christmas.
Oh shit.
I told her that's the case. Like I'm not gonna. I told her she has something else coming.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you guys to help me out.
What?
So, planning on, not every day, because that shit's not happening, but next year I'm planning on going a whole year of playing the original Animal Crossing to see if it's still worth it. And I'm probably gonna make episodes out of it.
Fuck yeah, I will honestly, like, if you do that, I will play the game too, and then when we meet up, we can switch memory cards.
Hell yeah.
Not like switch. I mean, like put our memory cards into the console. Like do the old co-op, even though it wasn't co-op. We didn't play.
Yeah, but you know.
It's funny. I was actually thinking about doing an Animal Crossing GameCube playthrough at one point, but literally just record it the way we did Mario Sunshine with me and Stuart. We're just like, yeah, fuck yeah, we're just recording the TV screen. But yeah, no,
Yeah.
if you do that, absolutely do that next year. I love that game.
I'm gonna start, like, literally next year, like, at the beginning.
It gives you less to do in the GameCube one, but there is an aesthetic to that game that I don't think they ever recreated. I like every entry of the series, but the first one is just the most special to me, and I will absolutely say, because I grew up with it, is a big part of that, but it's like, I like the writing so much more. I like I think the music in every game is good except Horizons. Horizons isn't bad, it's just generic.
Yeah. I think, my nostalgia makes me want to say City Folk is my favorite. But like objectively, my favorite is New Leaf.
New Leaf is wonderful. What I'll say about New Leaf is there was like a point in time where I was like, oh, I really love New Leaf, but I miss the music from the GameCube. But looking back at that, God, New Leaf had some good fucking music. It was just like I was so like that was absolutely being like stubborn about the old soundtrack that I was like kind of discrediting New Leaf. I love New Leaf. I love how like almost unsettling the music that plays like really late at night is. Like I think it's supposed to be like a mix of calm and unsettling, and I love that. But the daytime music's really good too. It's just nothing beats that fucking original GameCube soundtrack. Like every single hour is great. The fucking 1 p.m. soundtrack is what I use for every like goofy moment in a movie Mac will they do. Anytime something stupid has happened and I play that track. But I love that game. There's probably not I don't know if there's a single game out there that I'm more nostalgic for than the old Animal Crossing.
It's just I was just thinking about it, and to share it with you guys, I'm gonna be using Dolphin, but I'm also gonna be doing it in different ways. So
yeah, no, do it. Absolutely do it.
It's just I feel like I'm gonna say this in the nicest way. Dolphin is the most controlled way for me to share it with you guys. Like I could just plug my GameCube in, but like, you know, there's like a margin for error, which is memory card corruption, and I just don't want to bother with that.
I think it's a smart approach. Like,
it's more of a consistency issue for me on that one, because normally I just record because I have a converter to HD and all that shit, but you know.
I know that, like, legally speaking, too, it's not like just because you own a legal copy doesn't mean emulation isn't still illegal. But I do think that is something that should be taken into consideration, if I'm being honest. Like, you bought the game legally, but this way is going to make it more convenient for you. I don't know. I get why it's not legal because of that, but I definitely think if you ever actually got into trouble for it, you actually, like, you owning a copy of it should mean something. You know?
I think the worst thing about that is that there's another point I think should be added to, and that is how fucking reasonable is it to get a copy, right? Because like, there's
that's
games
number
like
one reason I'm for piracy. Like that's number one reason for piracy. Like,
because like, one of my favorite games is Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn, and that's like $300 on the GameCube, and I'm like, who the fuck's gonna play that? Nintendo hasn't re-released it. They can say all they want they're going to, but they're not.
Yeah, like it's just because of like we had a big talk about this in one of Matt's Jimmy streams actually about like accessibility. Like movies are an easier thing to archive because you can play them pretty much on anything. Where video games, it's like as the consoles change, it's like a way more of a process to port them over.
I think the hardest thing that I also have to be honest with is that like with retro games I can also kind of like, you know, give the BS of like, oh well, emulation, you could just buy the game, but like, why was this hitbox still there? But with DS games, it's impossible without modding your DS and maybe almost breaking it. So if I want to talk about a game, and I'm not like, I do not have a dev kit, nor am I a journalist, fuck it. And so that's why I kind of I'm a little, I used to be on emulation. I still feel like I don't personally want to use it as much, but if I have to use it to capture footage, I'll do it.
Right. And that's kind of my thing too. Like, I know we've talked. I know for a fact I've said this exact sentence on like the Jimmy stream specifically, but like, if I'm doing a series for Spiny Norman, I am gonna if I can't record it for a series, I'm at least gonna try to play the actual version first, just so if I like choose to make a review on it, which for all of the games I'm planning on, except for Schoolhouse, that's gonna be fucking bullshit when we get to that one. But But like, I do want like even if I can't record it, because I can't record, I can't capture DS footage, but I do want to play it properly, because if there's something fucked up with the emulator, I don't want to make a review based off of that emulator, you know? Like, it would be...
Fowl, would you like to see a special mummy?
I know Matt's doing that for Jimmy Neutron games, but one, they're Jimmy Neutron games, it's pretty easy to see what you're getting. Like, with Sonic, it's an issue because it's momentum-based a lot of the time. So if you have an emulator fucking with it, it's going to be a way more notable problem.
Oh, yeah,
But also, I think Matt's being pretty upfront about that.
I did not finish Jet Fusion. I literally, like, the game broke, and I'm like, well, okay, I guess I'm just watching the last 2 levels. And you know what? I'm totally okay with that, because I watched the final boss fight, and it looks so fucking tedious.
Are those just photorealistic sphinxes? Or,
Probably.
King Tut's?
They do just...
That's beautiful.
They do just use, like, regular-ass photographs.
Hold on now.
This.
Wait, hold on. Sorry. Are they mummifying the super white lady?
Why does she look like that?
Why are they mummifying her?
Why does her nose look like a sink?
Yeah, why she look like that?
That's what she looked like in the first game, when she worked at the nuclear power plant. Of course, in the first game, she was actually voiced by the actress from the show. She's clearly
That's just a photo.
She's clearly not voiced by the actress. Andrea Martin, I believe, is her name, who plays...
I'm pretty sure she didn't look like she doesn't have a mouth. Because that's
These
what
are
she
just photos. This is Sonic's Playhouse or Schoolhouse level of, like, shit.
I feel bad for ignoring not JPEG's most recent comments, because they've been ignored for a bit. I'll read them.
I think not JPEG is just putting random movie opinions in the chat.
That's all good. At least they're in the chat. We should read them. I'll read them. Why was Crocodile Dundee in Los Angeles made in the first place? Parts 1 and 2 started and finished mixed story arc superbly. Does anyone have an opinion on that?
I've seen the first Crocodile Dundee, and it is so incredibly forgettable. Like, I don't know how Crocodile Dundee became, like, a cultural icon. It's just... it's not an interesting movie.
Look, at the very least, not JPEG. If we ever, like, freeze up, they offer a potential discussion, you know?
Yeah,
Not for me. I don't know any of these movies.
Yeah, I'm gonna break the conversation about the movies, unfortunately, to say I forgot how much I love the Jimmy Shimmy.
Do the Jimmy Shimmy?
Oh, yeah!
Do the Jimmy Shimmy.
You know, I would be a major asshole and review this game and be like, yeah, so here's all the bads, but the goods are that you have the Jimmy Shimmy, and that makes any game worth it.
I mean, I think that this game, honest to God, just looking at these games, this one does look the best to me.
The problem is that I would argue that, like...
Jet Fusion looked better.
Yeah.
Jet Fusion looked really miserable to me, honestly.
Oh, you're talking about, like, as a whole.
Yeah, maybe we might make it...
No, I meant like the style.
Oh, no, I see where Michael's coming from.
Visually, Jet Fusion is definitely the best. Like, I think that is inarguable at this point.
I do agree with Michael, though.
On this, but I don't think it's that much different. Here's the thing: we might make it to a point in this game where I'm like, "Oh, this is bad too." But I mean, oh my God, the last stream especially, Jet Fusion looks like a miserable experience.
No, Michael, you want to know how they padded out the second to last level of Jet Fusion? There's fucking slide puzzles. You have to do slide puzzles.
That.
Yeah,
like, that just reeks of, like, we wanted to pad this game out, and we ran out of stuff to do it with. It's like, fuck it, this...
the jungle level looked like a piece of shit too. Like, I'm sorry, like that looked. I was with you then. Like, I was with you on that stream for a while, and like the shit it was making you do looked really boring.
Yeah,
I'm still in the belief that whole rope situation was some sort of anti-piracy measure, because it's the only.
I think just the emulator is off somehow.
That too, it might be that, but I was like thinking, it's like, what? Like, why is it that you are not getting this, but clearly everybody else is having the easiest time with this one rope? Like, you are fucked over so bad.
It could be just, it could just be the speed was different on the emulator, and it was like a really, like, that part was like really specific. Because it does not surprise me if an emulation made for an old Jimmy Neutron game did not have the care that it needed to turn out right.
I think the thing, one specific part, and it's just like, here's one singular rope swing fucked up.
The thing that I think we're all kind of forgetting is also that like the GameCube era, although it was a very good era for gaming, it still was kind of it wasn't until like the Wii 360 and PS3 where we kind of got it down. So like it makes sense that like some of the fucking mechanics would be like
Sandstorm
all there.
Ooh boy, I can't wait to see the Sandstorm exhibit.
I just hear Darune's Sandstorm just blasting in my mind.
It's playing
sand. Oh, which bathroom, Jimmy? Which bathroom?
The bathroom.
There wasn't an Attack of the Twonkies stream yet that I know of.
I think that was a cancel stream.
Yeah, I had to cancel that because like I wasn't on the schedule at work, but it was a day I usually work. And right before I started the stream, my manager called me in, and I'm like, well, like if he had called me any later, I'd have just ignored him. Like if the stream had already started, I would have just ignored him.
Yeah.
I'm ignoring my work because my work is like, hey, instead of working an AM shift on Christmas, would you like to work a PM shift on Christmas Eve? Oh no, adjusted my schedule. I'm not gonna do it again.
Yeah, it's fair.
Yeah, no, fair. I'm not ignoring work, but my family is being interesting.
Oh, okay.
Well, because my family's like, you guys are gonna come to an hour away thing, right? And I'm like, no. No.
An hour away is not that long, though.
No, it isn't, but in snow it's a bitch, and I'm not doing it. Fuck that.
If it's in snow, fuck that, yeah.
Factor, yeah, you're right. You're right.
I remember. The thing is that I'm definitely used to snow, but B isn't. So I'm having that fight. Fuck that. I'm sorry. You can come to us.
If at any point in the stream, I'm gonna start wrapping presents. And if at any point in the stream it's like really audible, I'm not doing it yet, but if I start doing it on the stream and it's really audible, let me know and I'll mute myself, unless I have something to actually say. I think I don't know how well you'll be able to hear that.
All I thought is you were gonna stop it at, look, I'm gonna just start rapping. I'm gonna like, okay, go.
Wow.
Spit some bars,
From the looks of it, I guess this is a color-coded lock.
To take those gems.
Yeah, why did you choose to do this instead of Attack of the Twonkies, Matt?
Because this one I think is shorter.
Okay.
I hopped on early. I am just finishing this fucking game. Like,
yo, that Sphinx does not look okay.
One stream, that's it.
How is Attack of the Twonkies the only one left after this? I forget.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Almost over. I can't believe like Jimmy Neutron never did like a 2D side scroller, not even once.
The DS games are 2D side scrollers.
Yeah, the handhelds.
I knew that there was one for Nicktoons Unite, but
Game Boy, so I know.
forgot that you weren't doing the handhelds. Not yet, at least.
Well, the thing that's funny is that I have to still send him.
Are those D20s?
Or Mitzi.
D&D?
Yeah. Oh, I have to send Mitzi the I picked up, including Nicktoons Unite for the Game Boy Advanced.
Donkey Kong December. Whoa.
Was that a squeaky toy?
Yeah, it's my dog's present. I didn't know it squeaked.
I'm so offended. Oh, what do you mean it squeaks?
You didn't tell me it squeaked.
Maybe it's blue and red.
Well, I figured it was probably purple. Ah, I see. There are different doors. This is obnoxious.
You know, I love old PC games because they're like in between being really cool and like uncanny.
Well, this one would be a lot better if it controlled halfway decently. Like the first PC game. Okay.
I'm just reading the chat.
I see. Like the first game, it controls poorly, but it is at least forgiving. Jimmy, you were already outside. I saw you when the door opened.
You know, what's funny about watching you do this is how just if they had the simple controls that every other 3D platformer has,
hit the door
which is the which is like the radius controls, I feel like this would be less miserable of a game.
Rubber band.
Hello? Why is there Jimmy outside?
Yeah,
Okay.
I noticed that too. Like the door opens, Jimmy's standing outside, and then he walks
I thought
out.
that was gonna be evil Jimmy for a second.
Yeah, I think the game just glitched.
An egg beater.
An egg beater.
Not JPEG is going to go eat din-dins and said to enjoy the stream. And also back to Tonky stream, but we're going to do that.
Yeah, there will be a Twonkies stream in the future. I'm like so close to done with all of the Jimmy scripts, and that is like one of the few things I have left to do is finish Attack of the Twonkies, I guess, and then finish my script on the video games.
I love the ragdollish jump.
Let's try that again.
Matt, once you're done with Jimmy Neutron, would you consider streaming any fun games?
Yes. I would like to stream more after this.
Yeah. Not JPEG sent us a sunglasses emoji and a peace sign emoji.
Alright. Oh. This was like I picked up a slow down time thing, and it's like, well, that was like the least convenient place to have that, because then I had to wait even longer for the blocks to come in and out.
Yeah, no, my internet just straight up died.
Ooh, okay, sorry about that.
No, it's all good.
Because Matt picked that time slowdown item up, it slowed Chris's internet down.
Oh, ew. The little jumpy things. It's funny because like
things indeed.
Yeah. This game uses a skybox as like a border when that's not what you're supposed to do. So it just kind of looks like Jimmy's.
We're in a museum. This is a museum. It's not actual Egypt.
Oh no, for sure. It's weird.
We are indoors. This is not. It's just the walls of the building we're in. It's not supposed to be like the background.
Oh, I get it. It's just it's still a weird choice.
I get you. Fucking
That's not how it really happened.
What's another game you would consider doing a stream of, Matt?
That's a good question.
The Fairly Odd Parents games.
Potentially, actually. I mean, here's the thing. I have said I'm reviewing either Fairly Odd Parents or Barnyard. If I review Fairly Odd Parents, I will play the Fairly Odd Parents games. Nope, not touching that one.
Just throw us all for a curveball and do tack in the power of Juju.
Tack in the power of Juju.
I would actually like to play Battle for Bikini Bottom. I might even play Rehydrated. I haven't played the Rehydrated version. I played the original when I was a kid. Of course, I would actually have to pay for that one. But
what?
That's one where it's like they've made it easily available to me. I will pay for it, you know? Like, I would have paid... If these Jimmy games were up on Steam or something, I'd have paid for them, but...
Do you have a PlayStation or Xbox?
I have a PlayStation... But I have a PlayStation 2 that does not work. Like, I'm sure it works some, but it's real finicky.
Oh, all of them die at some point.
I'll die at some.
Activating time travel safety feature.
It's more or less of asking, like, do you have like an Xbox One or PS3 or something?
I think I just saw what Matt reacted to before.
I'll just pull this lever and get you out of that thing. No! Wait, Jimmy! Are you sure that's the level for... Sorry about that.
Oh, man.
Hey, Miss Fowl, have you
Oh,
seen
they
a
put
boy who
Strange
looks
World on
like
Disney
me,
Plus now. I
but
can
with a
finally
goatee
watch
and a
it.
sinister laugh?
Oh, that was quick.
Yes, Jimmy. I knew
Oh, man.
it couldn't be you.
That was quick.
He's caught in trouble all over.
It's kind of upsettingly quick.
Someone who believes
Yeah.
I always have Jimmy. Now go find that other boy genius. I will, Miss
But hey, at least I can watch it.
Jimmy, are you
So,
cleaning
were
your
they trying to
kitchen?
mummify her? That's not cool.
Don't mummify Miss Fowl.
Jimmy Negatron was trying to mummify her.
How dare you? What about that? She is a simple...
Interrupted with such trivial tasks. I can't
She's a simple woman working at a nuclear factory, alright?
Did you not want to do this in Jimmy's
Are you
lab?
listening to me?
Parents.
Jimmy,
Oh, sorry, Mom, Dad. You know, I don't think we've been spending enough quality
You know, I was sitting there going, like,
What do you
why
say
did
we all
they
go to the museum?
do a sequel of
don't
this?
try and change the subject,
But it
young
makes
man.
sense because they had the assets, so why
We
not?
could use an outing to the museum.
I think I can arrange
They
that.
left the lip flap animation for his mother going while his father was talking. Hold on, it'll pop up here in the stream in a second, I'm sure.
I'll play it.
Now, isn't this nice? We're all here together having fun. At least I'm having fun. Bye, Dad. Bye, Mommy. Okay, that wasn't very funny.
Yeah, okay, I see what you're talking about now, Matt.
James, I'm Neutron.
Does negative Jimmy just sound like Jimmy?
Hey, Mom.
Yeah.
It's like a bit deeper of a voice,
You are
but...
in a lot of trouble, young man. Why did you put us in here?
I'm really sorry, but I'll explain later.
What's that button in the cage for?
You said before that this
Oh,
button
he
opens something
decapitated
else,
Jimmy's
but not
parents.
this cage.
Oh no.
Wait a second, I think I can hit the switch from here.
Jimmy could walk straight through those bars. Also, Jimmy's
Oh.
dad doesn't look so well.
Jimmy's mom,
It's evil Jimmy.
That button
her
opens
head
some
is in
sort
a
of
thing. I
panel.
just looked over and
Looks
saw
like
that.
keys go into these holes.
She is just,
Great. Now all I have to do is
Yeah.
I'll be right
Her
back
makeup's
with the
on
first key.
though. I love that shade of lipstick. Oh boy, he was also just ahead. You see, wait, hold on. I'm not crazy though. That was him in the statue underwater though, right?
Probably.
It looks exactly like him.
Probably.
Who says he wasn't a god? Who knows?
Stable. I'll have to be
That's
careful
what
where
I'm
I
saying.
Ah,
Time
okay.
travel, great.
That was weird.
Of course, that's not how it really happened.
Walking into this room on fucking acid. Ah!
Of course, that's not how it really happened.
I think you need an antacid. What is this? Acid for ants?
No, it's for my auntie.
That's not how it really happened.
Anti-acid.
This is like dreams I've had.
This is like a sneeze away from LSD Dream Simulator.
Time travel, great Goddard.
Achoo.
Yeah, it does look like that.
You know, I almost bought that game before it was like stupid amounts of money, and I'm very mad I didn't.
You should've.
So I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna pay $100 for it. Yeah, it's not worth that anymore. It's way more than that.
This is a very bad game. There's no
Activating time travel safety.
there's no way to possibly know which way you need to go.
Oh, I'd better try
It's the
that again.
same. It's the same tiles every time, but
It still sucks.
It's so much trial and error. Like there's nothing indicating where you might need to go.
Do you have to
even
jump that?
You really do just have to fucking guess.
Cause like
you can come up to the edge here and they'll fall off.
yeah, it'll drop before, but it's still stupid.
You can still fall through though.
Yeah.
Like
Getting the
that
fuck
doesn't
up outta
matter.
here. What up, Goddard? I'll take this spring. Or not.
Okay.
A spring.
Is that
Spring.
supposed to be Jimmy's skull?
Yeah.
Yes.
Dope. That's metal as fuck.
You need to retrieve your own skull.
It's X-ray vision. You get X-ray vision from collecting
Shoot
that,
with my
but
marble
it was
one.
not worth. It was not worth the effort. Ah, fuck.
Oh, I'd better try that.
You know, I didn't know, like I said, you're ahead of us. So I just saw these, I think, bushes or palm trees. I'm like, why is Jimmy fighting giant spiders? Okay, so is the shooting mechanic better in this one than the other one?
Yes. Infinitely
Okay.
better.
Because I think one of them we had a baseball incident.
Yeah. To be fair, in the previous game, I was trying to use the control pad, and really you're supposed to use the mouse to aim.
Yeah.
But, like... I don't... It's such a pain to use the mouse for anything else that, like, it's awkward to switch between the two. But this one, if I don't fucking fall off... If I like go to shoot, nah, that's the wrong button. If I go to shoot, it gives me like a laser sight.
So a second ago, it seemed like you picked up that the purple
Time travel, great Goddard.
God, I had a thing I was gonna say. And then I lost it. I'm sorry.
You're good.
Oh, I remember now. It looks like those Shrek purple squeeze ketchup things. I could have swore it was Shrek, but I could be wrong because I get my product shit wrong all the time.
There was colored ketchup, and I think some of, like, they did do a Shrek tie-in to make it green. There was also definitely purple ketchup that I don't think tied into anything.
It was just purple ketchup. I had that at one point. I had the purple ketchup. I thought it tasted better than normal ketchup. Because it was purple. Fuck you.
I guess I can use these platforms and ropes to get to the other side.
That's just Pharaoh's passing the blunt.
Goddard just slowly sinking into the floor. Hold on. Watch him. Watch Goddard right here after this cutscene. He just sinks into the floor.
Bye. Yep,
Bye,
there he goes.
Bye-bye.
Man, you know, collision's a thing.
Ice Age 5 collision course.
That's what every game developer is handed. Day one.
Fix this. Make it a game.
Here's your course. Here's your course on collision. This is all you get. Have fun. Ooh. Really need you to not do that, Jim.
Every single game comes with Ice Age 5 collision course programmed into it.
Nope.
You can't legally publish the game if you find a way to get it out of there.
You know, I would love a gaming scandal like that. Like, nothing big, just, yeah, full Ice Age series on, like... on, like, Super Mario Odyssey 2.
My cousin was playing that new Justin Roiland game, High on Life. And, he made it to this, he just shared this one part where there's like a movie playing on this TV and like it's a real movie. I don't remember what the movie is called, but the whole thing does play. Like,
oh God!
Sit there in the entire movie.
I remember seeing that, and it was like a good movie too. It was a movie I really liked.
It was what?
It was a movie I really liked. I don't remember the movie though.
Yeah, I only like saw a Snapchat of it, so I don't even know if it's a movie that I'm aware of or not. But like my cousin just sat down and started watching the entire thing.
Be honest though, that sounds like something that like that development team would do.
Mm.
Like it's not even a surprise, it's more of a yeah.
It does feel like people have turned on Justin Roiland a little bit. Maybe they're tired. I mean, I will say a lot of his stuff, like a lot of his humor comes off the same way. So maybe they're just a little tired of it. But I don't know. I still think he's kind of funny. I think he's a relatively funny person.
Of course, that's not how it really happened.
Platforming. Maybe one of these Jimmy Neutron games will have good platforming. But it sure ain't this one.
I feel like good, precise platforming is like a hard thing to pull off, so if your heart's not in it...
I feel like...
And if you're a licensed game, it's probably not in it.
I feel like even just platforming in general is difficult, because like Sonic isn't a precision platformer, but like to make a game like that is complicated.
Yeah, but it isn't precise, but it's like... There is a challenge to making a Sonic game.
Oh no, what I was saying is that like Sonic is harder than a precision platformer to make, I'd argue.
It depends. I mean, I think Sonic is much easier than Mario, but I also think Sonic's a lot more fun than I don't know, my favorite Sonic game I like a lot more than my favorite Mario game, I should put it that way. I think Mario is more consistently good. But
I think the problem with the
Mario I find so much harder is the thing. So that's why I like Sonic more.
I think that's the problem, is that Mario, like, if you know, if you okay, I feel like the biggest problem with Sonic is that you cannot put any other platformer in his world, but you can put, you know, Mario in a, you know,
You can put Mario anywhere.
You can put Sonic in like a Mario setting and it'll perfectly be fine. It's just Sonic is very specific to what he does, right? It's the platforming and the momentum that Mario doesn't have. Mario has a set amount of momentum that many platformers have gotten down. Like Mario's platforming comes from precision, but it also comes from like the gimmicks where Sonic, like, you have to think about attack if it's 3D, the boost, the, you know, not really stopping on a dime 100%. Like, there's a whole bunch that goes into it where Mario's just like, hey, look, we made Mario 64, let's build onto that. Where Sonic is like, hey, dude, we adventure, can we do that again? Not really, we have to fix it, or we have to do something completely different.
I just don't know if they ever know what they're doing over there, but they come out with good games occasionally, so...
All I'm saying is that, like, Sonic isn't... I'm, like, saying that Sonic isn't... And I'm not saying this in a negative way, I'm just saying it's kind of like... I guess the best way to put it is that Mario and Mega Man are what we would consider as, like, precision. That, like, the physics and stuff is very important, where Sonic is like, yeah, we can bullshit things and still make a really good game.
I fucking love that interview that came out during Frontiers where their current director was like, I think he was just a producer on Frontiers actually. But I forget his name. It's hard to pronounce his name. But he was just like, oh yeah, after this I would love to do Adventure 3 after this game if it does well. And then like everyone at Sonic Team was saying there are no plans to do Sonic 3. Of Sonic Adventure 3. I don't know why he's saying that.
Oh no, there probably isn't any plans, but but like
I really do think him saying that was an act of desperation because of how the marketing was working, but it turned out good in the long run. So
all I'm saying is I'm not dissing Sonic. I'm just saying that like Sonic takes a different form of platforming that like I don't think you pick up one day and do. In Nora's precision, like, it's hard. You know, platforming is hard.
Yeah, precision is just a word I said during that. I like really, my point is just like I think making a platformer, regardless of how you choose to do it, is like if your heart's not in it, it's probably not going to be good. There are licensed games that I think do it fine. I think Battle for Bikini Bottom is an example of that. It's like not the best thing ever made or anything, but if we're like a licensed game, it's definitely one of the better ones.
I feel like we have to give Battle for Bikini Bottom a little more credit. Not you specifically, but I feel like a lot of people do because it is a game that really I have not played, but one that just went above and beyond according to some people. It is some people's favorites of all time, and that means something, you know.
Yeah, I think because it was SpongeBob, it got that like advantage because you know it's fucking SpongeBob.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's still
like, you know, like Simpsons doesn't have an amazing game, but like if you look at the Simpsons game, it's a much better licensed game than so many other. Well, like it's much better than the Family Guy one.
Oh, definitely, yeah. I think the Simpsons also has a disadvantage towards nostalgia in some cases, though. Because I know a lot of people that wrote it off all because it just because it wasn't what they wanted it to be. Like they wanted like an upgraded hit and run, or ridiculously, I heard somebody say like it's not the arcade. Doesn't matter.
Hit and Run is just one of those games that I loved it when I was younger. When I tried to replay it older, I really didn't like it. It's still neat. Like they had a full map of Springfield that you could explore. That's nice. They have, but I mean, it just like it's intentionally trying to be like Grand Theft Auto, but it doesn't have any of the freedom that Grand Theft Auto has. So it just feels like it's a hard game to revisit for me. It just doesn't hold up.
Felt like you're trying to be Crazy Taxi almost.
That was a different game. That was Simpsons. Oh, what was that one called?
Road Rage?
Road Rage. Yeah, that one was the Crazy
There's
Taxi.
more than Simpsons driving game.
Yeah. No, Hit and Run was a Grand Theft Auto parody.
I think the thing that's funny about that is I've talked to Olivia about this, but I will never touch for my reviews games like the Simpsons ones unless I have somebody that has knowledge of the source material, because my ass does not understand it. Therefore, I don't think I can properly talk about it, because yeah, the game might not be great, but to somebody that like is into Simpsons, it matters more to them than it does to some asshole that just plays old video games.
I would like to do the Simpsons game eventually, just because it definitely came out years after the Simpsons stopped being funny, but the game itself I remember finding funny.
There's the key.
All of the cutscenes were 2D animation, which was really neat.
Oh, that was all for one key? Ah,
oh god.
Christ on a bike.
It had a it was a interesting game though. It had like a Treehouse of Horror section.
Okay.
Where all of like the enemies and bosses were from Treehouse of Horror episodes. It had a Futurama crossover. It had famous video game characters in their style. They had a Zelda level. They had they actually did have a Grand Theft Auto knockoff, but it was also like an Itchy and Scratchy world. Like Itchy and Scratchy had a game that was like Grand Theft Auto. They did a lot with it. It was crazy. Like they had a fucking Batman reference in there. It was like a Batman game. They like really went all out with it. Now you could argue that like if I ever were to replay that game, maybe you could argue that because they tried so much, none of it was fleshed out properly. But I had a lot of fun with that game when I was a kid. Like I really liked it.
I feel like it doesn't matter if it's fleshed out properly. I feel like as long as you enjoy it.
Yeah.
And as long as it was fun, you know.
Yeah.
Letting him eat trash. Stop.
It's like
Sorry, you cut out for me. Oh, I just heard eat trash.
No, I just don't thank me for not letting him eat trash. He's legitimately angry. He's straight up growling at me like, "Let me eat the trash."
Let him eat the trash. He's a good boy. He can feed himself.
He's the trash man.
I can't eat the trash. There's blood on it.
But yeah, when I say something like that, it's just a matter of like if it will hold up for me. But
oh yeah, for sure.
I definitely liked it on a play. I mean, I love, like I said, the Futurama boss fight is really funny because it's just like they're trying the game, like the Simpsons game starts breaking the fourth wall immediately. It's a very meta game. It is clearly non-canon to anything in the show. Because the Simpsons characters, like, part of their story is coming to terms with the fact that they're not the actual Simpsons family, but the video game version of the Simpsons family. Like, that's kind of, like, I actually think that's kind of funny for modern Simpsons. That is. Funny. And they interact with, like, the old, like, really old versions of themselves, but from the video games, not the TV show. So they're interacting with, like, Sprite Simpsons at one point.
Oh, that's funny.
But then one of the boss fights, they're trying to find like their creator. I forget why, like what the motivation is. They might just want answers or something, and they eventually find Matt Groening, who isn't the right creator. It's just like a joke part basically. And Matt Groening starts drawing Futurama characters to attack them. They have to like fight the Futurama characters to try to get to him. Like that was just like it was a game that like genuinely tried to like do everything it could with its like with the source material, and I'll always appreciate it for that. Like the number one thing I appreciate about it is just the fact that they actually like did 2D animation for every cutscene. Like that's actually insane to me.
The thing that's cool is I'd love to see that today.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, it's
right.
Goddard is showing me which way to go.
It's a Mario 64 level.
Yeah, except not good.
Oh, look at that! Jimmy can swim! Oh, I can get in 1 foot of water without fucking dying.
I'm so proud he finally learned to swim.
Can I go under the water?
No.
No, that's not an option. Okay.
Another thing about The Simpsons.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, the Simpsons game also acknowledges Shadow the Hedgehog as a character, and that was really weird to me to hear the Simpsons acknowledge that.
Yeah, that sounds weird. That sounds like a world that would never connect.
Because Sonic is in the Simpsons.
Yeah.
Sonic and Mario are in it, and Sonic talks about Shadow in one of the levels if you listen to him long enough.
Shadow the Hedgehog is a canon Simpsons character. We all know that.
Yeah. He Sonic's just going on about that Shadow version of me. Nicest guy on the planet, completely misunderstood.
I mean, they're not wrong. I mean, I don't know about the nicest guy on the planet, but like, the misunderstood part is like 100.
Oh yeah.
Actually,
Excited for Shadow in the movie.
I'm looking forward to that.
I had like a weird memory attack happen because I was watching Sonic Boom playthroughs. And I'm like, yeah, Shadow was in this game, wasn't he?
Yeah, I feel like I want to give, like, aside from just the fact that there was so much content this year, another thing I'm going to give 2022 credit for is, like, proper use of Shadow. They kept him out of Frontiers. He did not need to be in Frontiers, but then it's like, okay, but he's going to be in the 3rd movie. That makes perfect sense. That's a logical next step to take, unless you wanted to do Metal, but Shadow makes the second most sense.
The way you said that sounds like you're filling out a child report card. It's like, yes, and we had proper use of Shadow. Good job. You get us.
They have been forcing him into every single thing. But they also don't do anything interesting with him.
The problem is, that's exact thing. Is into everything, and then they go like, edgy? We make him too edgy? And they're like, oh, not edgy enough? Where do we go? And I'm like, just let him be. Just either go Shadow the Hedgehog or go Sonic Adventure 2. I'm fine with either or.
The essence of Shadow the Hedgehog is his edginess in the juxtaposition that he is a Sonic character. He can't escape that fate. He's a Sonic.
You know, I think the thing with Shadow is that I think E101 Gamma is a funnier, edgier character than Shadow is.
That. Oh, I think
because,
that character's hilarious.
Because, like, Gamma's, like, the one character that's, like, Shadow's like, hey, we have this moral thing, and E101 Gamma's like, irrelevant, kill him, and we're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, no, he wants to fucking kill Robotnik so badly, and he never drops it.
Like, Shadow... Like, Shadow...
Character. Shadow wants to escape being a Sonic character.
I can hear myself walking, but the screen is entirely... I mean, I've got displays.
The second key.
Okay. I guess I beat the level.
Oh, okay. No, it's just, the thing about Shadow that's funny is that I feel like, as I've said before, the biggest issue with it... Oh, I see what you're talking about, Matt. That looks like a hardcore crash.
Hey, Dad, you haven't bought any of that black flurp.
Whoa, dude, who knew Crash Nebula joined the stream? Am I right, guys?
I've never heard of it.
Where do you have it hidden, huh?
But no, Shadow's... Like, everyone's like, oh, Shadow's this edgy character. I'm like, we have way edgier characters in Sonic. He's, like, the basic funny one, but, like... I think SBO and E101 are, like, my favorite characters that are like, what are you doing here? You guys aren't really Sonic characters.
Gamma's hilarious because it's like, you're absolutely right. They set something up with him, like, when they introduced him, like, I think in fucking 2003, and they have not dropped it since then. He just wants to kill fucking Eggman.
He wants to kill Eggman.
Like that. He's in IDW, and he's still like that. That's all he is.
It's
in
like
IDW
to a rational degree.
I will say this: they're talking about canon lately. Like they say Prime is canon to the games and IDW is canon to the games. I don't know if both of those can be canon.
You know, the weird thing about Prime...
Okay, Negatron just killed Libby.
Wow. We're gonna see that now.
Into virtual reality and rescue Libby.
Soon we will see Libby's death live on screen.
I see Libby talking.
Oh no, I feel bad already.
Get me if you can.
Jesus Christ!
Oh my god.
Gotta get the core of Vox and
She just got sucked into
Yeah.
cyberspace.
Look at all the bugs.
It's the Shadow the Hedgehog level.
It's Jimmy Frontiers.
It's Jimmy the Hedgehog.
No, but here's what I'll say about like Shadow. What makes Shadow entertaining is that it's not that he's edgy. He's edgy in exact juxtaposition to his nature. He does not want to be a Sonic character. He is a silly, cute, little, adorable little hedgehog that I want to pinch the cheeks of. But he is so angry about it. He does not want to be this.
I think that kind of going off of what this is. Kind of. That's kind of like the idea. Like that's kind of the approach of IDW. Is like, and I like that. I like what IDW does, where he's there, but it's just trying to figure out what the fuck he even wants to do. Like,
yeah, I don't.
Like he doesn't really have much of a focus in that, but at the same time, I don't think he needs one. He's just still. He was supposed to die in Adventure 2. He did it, and now he's like, okay, now what? But I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Like, it leads to some good moments with him. Go ahead, Chris.
I think the funny thing about everyone bringing up that Shadow's edgy is that I don't think he's edgy. I think he's the holistic character in the world dealing with trauma. Where, like, everyone's kind of like, hey, happy, funny things. And Shadow's like, my friend fucking died. What's wrong with you?
I think the way people used to describe Shadow before the word edgy was applied to him is the word, like, they called him emo.
Yes?
Like, that's probably closer to what he is.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. If I saw...
We don't really call things emo anymore. That's just not really much of a phrase.
I feel, honestly, if I watched a childhood friend get shot by the military, I guess I'd be emo, too.
Yeah.
Like, the thing that's funny is that Shadow's that character that you look at and you go like, wow, the world just hates you, man. Like, in this colorful world of characters, you're the only one that has to deal with, like, gun violence.
Yeah, no, in both Unleashed and Frontiers, Sonic sees a character... Oh, man, I can't say that, actually.
Can we talk about Sonic Prime? Because I really like Sonic Prime. Can we talk about
like it. Go ahead, what do you want to say about it?
Just that it's good, and I want more people to watch it. And have Chris, have you watched it? Have you watched
of course!
Yeah, no, I like it a lot. I wish that they weren't doing the split it in 3 parts, because the finale definitely wasn't a finale, but I do like it.
Speaking of Shadow, I love Shadow's role in Sonic Prime. I love it. I can't wait to see more.
Yeah, I like what they're doing with him so far. I like all the
like,
new voice actors too.
It feels like they're kind of pulling what they did with Archie a little bit with what they did with Shadow in that one.
With what exactly?
That Shadow's a little bit more aware of weird shit.
Okay.
Kind of like a guiding rule. Not exactly guiding, but you know.
Like, yeah, he's trying to deliver information, but it's being misinterpreted as him being an asshole.
Yeah, it's kind of more like a... Okay, here's the thing. Shadow to me is more like a Meta Knight character, except with the bullshit.
I know. I think Shadow and Meta Knight are basically on the same level of being.
They kind of have like similar roles to serve. It's just like the darker version of the main character.
I always got the sense from Meta Knight that he was like that. Like there were bigger things going on here that like Kirby and his cutesy friends are just ignoring.
What straight up is
And Meta Knight's like, hey, can we like focus on the actual problems here? And Kirby's like, Poyo.
No, Kirby's like, yeah, Meta Knight, I understand you, I feel you, but I'm a fucking baby.
Yeah, sorry about that. I'm a literal baby.
I am a space baby. I want food and sleep. And Meta Knight's like, I'm gonna mold you to be the best warrior. And he's like, nah, I'm good.
You've described exactly why I identify with Kirby so much. I am a space baby. I want eat and sleep.
But yeah, no, I mean, I enjoyed Prime a lot. I think that like the fact that they went as hard with the animation as they did is a big part of the reason I liked it, because I saw like the storyboards and like me and Chris both talked about it, how we were almost like kind of surprised when it was like a 3D. I mean, I was at least. I think I remember Chris saying they were expecting to be 2D. But I don't know why we expected 2D.
I expected 2D. I don't know. I think you might have been smarter than me and knew it was going to be 3D.
I didn't though. I actually, because of the concept art, but of course the concept art was going to be 2D. It almost always is. I mean, I'm sure there's 3D concept art too, but there's always they're normally going to start with 2D.
Yeah.
But I appreciate that the show went as far with like its backgrounds and lighting and expressions as it did, because like it felt like it justified itself as a 3D show. It doesn't feel like it was 3D as an attempt to take a shortcut. It felt like it was 3D.
Like Boom.
That's actually, yeah. And to be fair, Boom was a comedy. I get why they saved their money there, but
oh no, I get it. It's still, you know.
Yeah, but for Prime, like, absolutely, if they had, like, the Boom animation, it wasn't gonna work.
Also, I'm not shit-talking Boom. I actually like the show for Boom.
Yeah, I mean, I like what I've seen of Boom. It made me laugh, but it's just, I don't... Prime is so far the only Sonic show where I've seen every episode of it.
Prime is the only show that I actually 100% will probably like afterward.
So in Prime, do they find the universe where Shadow doesn't say damn?
Yeah.
It's weird because they're...
because I only live by one rule. I'll never say damn.
You know what I'd love that?
Energy shield.
That
I do think
Shadow the Hedgehog Shadow.
I do think that the I don't know why, like,
Shadow Generations.
All two of them.
It's just like modern Shadow the Hedgehog being really upset about how edgy he used to be.
I will say that one of the things I liked about it though is like, so they've introduced 3 different worlds within the first part. And each of them has a different version of every character except Sonic and Shadow. Although Robotnik, it's like you see all the versions of him at once. I wasn't expecting to like the baby. I thought that was like kind of a weird idea, but then when I just saw it running on all 4s, I don't know, that made me laugh. That won me over.
It won me over when it had a tantrum.
Yeah, eventually that became funny because it's like, that's at the end of the day all Eggman is he's a fucking infant.
An angry child,
it's
yeah.
Just, like they're just comparing him to a fucking screaming child, and it's like, yeah, okay, it's funny. But like, I was like...
He did essence of Eggman.
Yeah, but I fucking love the shots of the baby running around like it's a fucking animal. Like, that cracked me up, the way that they made that thing move.
I love the idea is calling the shots for all the rest of them. Like, the baby is the leader.
I love how they kind of to fear the baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, they know, I mean, they know what's up.
I mean,
like, the baby who throws the hardest. Jesus Christ. But,
I also love how the Eggmen also shit on each other. Like...
I also enjoy how each world, like, has highlighted a character so far. Like, the only character that has not been highlighted yet is Big, and I don't think that they need to highlight Big. I think Big works. It's just, like, a minor character to have there. But, like, you know, the first world highlights Tails, the second one highlights Amy and Rouge, the third one, highlighted Knuckles. Like, I like that all of them are getting their proper screen time.
They're getting their fair share.
Tails in the 9 is my favorite interpretation of that character we've had in like such a long time. I like 9 a lot.
I feel like 9 is like somebody looked at like bits of Archie Tails, like what we have now, and said, what if we just went this way?
I like it because like I think they have that, but I think it, like, to me that the true dynamic of those two is like brotherly love, and I think despite the way they went, they still managed to pull that off.
Oh no, what I'm saying is that I'm just saying like
I'm not saying that as an argument against what you're saying.
No, all I'm saying is that Archie Tails at some point just got not disillusioned, but just went, yeah, okay, and then just kind of. Ever since they fought, they're really good friends, but they also, you know what I mean? Like, they kind of also aren't, like, there's a weird dynamic with them. The later half of Archie got weird.
Yeah, Archie did get a little weird because they built something up. I mean, I always liked that, but I never really saw what happened after it.
They never 100% got back, and that's the...
They probably would have, it's just it ended.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they were ever going to be back to the way they were, but, you know.
Yeah, like, I do find it funny, though, because you get 9, who's, like, this, like, really advanced, like, Tails is already a smart character, but, like, you have, like, almost this more advanced version of the character now, who's just less friendly.
So what I love is I love the dumb Tails.
That's what I'm gonna say, is immediately followed by a Tails that doesn't know how to fly, doesn't know how to speak, and basically acts like a dog.
Yeah.
I thought that was funny, honestly. Like, that sounds like such a generic thing to do. Like, oh, he's gonna act like a dog, but, like, just... It's just because it's him. Like, it's because they were willing to make the character act so stupid.
Anyway, I'm going to speak now. My whole experience watching the Sonic Prime series was... I bet Chris knows a lot more about this than I do. Like, I'm looking at it and I'm like, I bet Chris has some sort of, like, deep lore knowledge that I'm missing here. But no, it's all...
I'm surprised you didn't go with Michael.
I got some lore knowledge, too. I think Chris probably has more, because a lot of the stuff I know now, I know because of Chris. But I definitely have some knowledge on the Sonic lore.
Hold on.
See, I'd expect you to... Oh,
wait. Let's hear this out.
That is not Libby's voice. That is not Libby's usual voice actress.
That's funny.
The one important thing that I think is really fun with this series is Sonic started out as an environmentalism thing. And this one has the balls to continue it without it being annoying.
Yeah, I think it's been actually been like pretty subtle about it. It's there, but it's definitely not like the only reason it exists. It's not like in your face about it. It's a pretty small part of it, but it's still there.
Like, I feel like, in all honesty, if you're gonna tell a message, it being in your face isn't the problem. Because, like, I feel like argumentatively, if you're gonna go, well, it's in my face, and, I don't like it, it is do something about it, right? Like, if you're sick of hearing the same story, do something, right? But...
It's funny because the night you like just thinking about it now, it's like I guess it is more about like the environment than I realized, because like every single like future has like the environment was ruined by something different. Like in one it's a flood, and one of them it's like everything overgrew.
Yeah.
And then in one of them it's like the bad guys, you know, like the Eggman characters are only in one of the universes, which I think is kind of neat. Like they find a different threat for each world.
Yeah.
It's just the thing about the environmental story is that it's not like the lore. You did this. Fuck you. You gotta regardless.
It's also showing like multiple things that could be an issue in the future.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's not like Captain Planet. Hey, you kids, that can't do something about it.
And I'm looking forward to seeing what other worlds they have. I think they said that they have 5
Negatron
worlds
has joined
total.
the KKK.
Oh no.
Oh.
Jimmy Negatron has joined the chat.
Field disruptor.
I don't mind when
Matt,
the message.
I didn't know you were playing Attack of the Twonkies.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, continue.
So I don't mind when the message of a particular story or whatever is very obvious or very in your face, because it's like somebody probably tried to tell this story in a subtle way and people either were too fucking stupid to get it or like purposefully misunderstood it and they were just sick of it. Like that's my every time something is like very obvious, very in my face, meant to be like, hey, this is the thing, I'm making it very obvious for you. I'm like, yeah, that's the fault on like whoever the fuck was their audience before me. Like clearly somebody was like,
Man, I wonder who that is. Sorry, continue.
Getting what they were trying to say, and they were just like, fine, I will make it as fucking obvious for you so you cannot possibly misinterpret what I'm saying, purposefully or otherwise, you fucking asshole.
Yeah.
At that point, don't cater to them, though.
I think that's the problem, though, is that there's not really a choice sometimes.
Ignoring me. As somebody who has had to explain myself over and over again just in normal conversations, it's just like I completely get being like fed up and angry and just being like, I'm going to explain this to you like you are too, and if you don't get it at this point, it's your fault.
But at the same time, if you were to just randomly start explaining it to me as if I were to, even though I understood you the first time, I would still dislike being talked to like I'm two, which is why I don't like it when shows do that.
I mean, the point of the matter is that you're not an idiot.
Well, I know. I'm saying that's why, but that's like I get what you're saying. I get why you're saying it's like a necessity. I'm saying I personally don't enjoy that though.
No, I get it. It's just like I guess the biggest problem is when people are like, you know, I'm sick of people saying the story of like they need to be nice to each other, and you know, and everyone's like, oh, I'm sick of that story, and I'm like, but yet we live in a world where people are still major assholes. So like. Do you have fall damage?
I think so, but I don't. Here's the thing: it doesn't really let you fall anywhere. Like if you fall off of one of the platforms you need to be on, it'll just be like, "Oh, whoops, you're back on the platform now."
Right, radar.
I would love
I hear where you and
game.
Mitzi are coming from, like completely. I just like if a show is able to be subtle about it, I appreciate the subtlety. If it's not, then it's probably not going to be for me. But I mean, I've definitely enjoyed things where the message is pretty in your face, and I think there's episodes of BoJack where the message is pretty fucking in your face, and I still like them because they have enough other things going for them. Like the episode of Hank Hippopopoulos, it's so fucking obvious that that's supposed to be Bill Cosby, and it's not just Bill Cosby, but it's like that was the specific thing they were commenting on. It was obvious, it was in your face. I still really liked that episode because there was a lot more going for it than that.
Yeah. I feel like the thing is messages that kind of leave it up to you at the end of the day. Because those, like, Captain Planet is one of those where they're like, recycle, or if you do this shit, or if you stop carbon emissions, I'm like, I'm 5. Like...
So get to fucking work.
Like, what do you... Captain Planet, like, I can't do shit, I'm sorry, I'm 5. Like, it's cool to be aware of things, but you shouldn't put, like, on... Like, it's cool. I feel like my problem is you should let children be aware of an issue, but you shouldn't, like, make them act upon something. Yes, they are the future, but the adults should also take responsibility, too. Like, I feel like... You know what I mean? It's a weird thing that comes from, like, environmental stories, too, is... Where they go like, ooh, well, blah, 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 children, you can do it, and Sonic didn't do that, you know, or they didn't have, like, ooh, evil gas giant came and fucked the world. It's just, hey, I overdid something, or, you know, shit happens. It's not, you know, it's not like a blatant, you know. Okay. Sorry, Jimmy distracted me.
I recently watched, Alex Garland, I believe is his name, his new movie. He's the director of Ex Machina. And his last movie was Annihilation, which is an excellent movie, but a lot of people clearly did not get it. And so I watched his new movie, Min, and it is so fucking on the nose, and I'm like, Alex, were you just upset that people didn't get your last movie, so now you're just like
suffocating this ghost,
spelling it out for him, for everyone? I think I'm just stepping on him.
Why are you shaming his kink in public? How dare you?
I don't know, he's running away. Okay, he's running back towards you now, he's running away again.
I mean, I have no problem. I actually really love Sonic Prime. I say this with my fingers crossed. I'd like to see other Sonic characters.
Me too.
Hopefully. I want them, they don't have to be, they do not have to be in it as much. Other ones?
I feel like if there were going to be other characters, we would not be seeing like default purple cat, default like black cat in the background, you know, like I think that they would be filling in the other characters more so because they would have the models and everything. I sort of doubt we're getting any of them, at least in this season 1.
I would agree, but I also feel like maybe they just didn't want to show them because like they might exist in only one universe.
Maybe they'll be like the surprise. I do like that they put Rouge and Big in there, though. Like they're including like, the 2 big adventure characters.
With what I said before, I honestly do think that we're probably gonna see Rouge in the next Sonic movie, though. Because the show in general, like I feel like it's just gonna happen.
Possibly. Yeah, if they do Rouge, I'd like them to do Amy too, just because.
Oh, for sure. I feel like Amy's gonna be there too. It's just I think that like I feel like Rouge is gonna be one of the characters that's gonna be there. It's Sonic only has so many characters.
Well, happy Halloween, everyone.
Yeah.
Happy Halloween.
This ghost is having issues.
Happy Halloween, I'm fucking pissed.
Why are you pissed, Mitzi?
Dog shit inside again!
Fuck! Scooter mode. Oh, you have a scooter too.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I'd like to see another character show up. But I do think it's possible that there could be like a surprise character, but I don't think that we're gonna see a lot.
I just wanted to see Blaze in the pirate level, in the pirate episode. I just wanted to see Blaze, and they told me to fuck off, and I was like, yeah, that makes sense. Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Christmas time.
It's playing Jingle Bells.
Like
That's not a good idea, Jimmy.
It's a Christmas stream. Merry Christmas.
Jimmy, that's not a good idea. You're driving a scooter on ice. That's not... Jimmy, what are you doing?
There's a good chance this will be the last time we talk to each other before Christmas. I mean, at least like all 4 of us together. Till after Christmas. So Merry Christmas, you guys.
Merry Crimbus. Merry Crisis. Is this the last boss? You kick his ass on the Christmas, the most holy of days?
I don't think so.
That would be really fucking fun.
Here's the thing, like he's time traveling to all these holidays. I think we're gonna see at least one more holiday. And I don't think we're near the end of the game. Maybe we are.
It's Kwanzaa.
A Jimmy Neutron Kwanzaa.
It's not Libby's not even there. It's just Jimmy.
I just love
Carl shows up and explains Kwanzaa to Jimmy.
Fucking Jimmy's like evil design though just looks like a guy who would like work at GameStop. Like,
Michael, you need to shut up because you're right, but you need to stop.
He's just like the most unintimidated looking villain ever made.
The bad thing about it is that I just, like, not today, but like a day ago, I got back from GameStop, and yeah, no, you are right.
I would have said Blockbuster if it hadn't shut down.
I think there's one left.
Okay, this portion is being glitchier than the rest of the game, and I don't know why.
I think
guess
I know
the
why.
shine
I guess
effects.
because
Yeah.
it's the cold level. It's cold, so it's got to keep freezing.
Yeah,
I
no, I
think
think
it's-
it's probably the reflection.
I think it's the mirror effect on the.
Stopwatch.
You're asking this game to do a lot without a disc.
This one has definitely been buggier than the other one, but I'm also like, okay, I'm playing this, a 20-year-old game on a computer it was never designed to play on. I can't be upset that it is not perfect in its controls.
You know what I can be upset about? The fact that if you released Sonic R today, right, like, just released it and added an online mode, people would buy it. You don't even have to add new characters. I swear, people would buy it just for the novelty.
I've adopted a new mindset now. I've
Okay.
officially become a positive person because I'm actually glad that the dog shit inside. This is actually a secret blessing because now
I think the dog broke Mitzi.
now I don't have to take the dog inside to shit. I do not have to take him out into the negative 29 feeling degree weather in order for him to go shit. Who can just shit in my closet for all I
Well.
care? I want to go out in this again.
I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing. It took a while in this game. It took a while. It really does spell shit out for you, but we've finally reached I don't know what I'm doing point.
And look, it's partially my fault. I should have taken him out. His shit time is 6 o'clock. I should take him out at exactly 6 o'clock. My bad. It's 6:04.
Can somebody check in on Mitzi, please?
Just angry.
I thought you said you weren't angry. I thought you said you were going to be positive.
No, Mitzi's, no, hold on. Mitzi's like 2 minutes away from squaring up with Zeus, guys, alright? Like, we're gonna see, like, the sins of Mitzi.
Oh, man.
I'm, to be honest, I'm very happy I got a God of War joke in here somewhere.
Oh.
Real talk, though, Mitzi probably would fight Zeus.
Probably. It's like that's what you get for sticking your dick in places you shouldn't.
But I do think...
See, that's the problem, is I would have sex with Zeus, and then Mitzi would go kill him.
Yeah, I think the thing is that, like, Matt would be the most defiant. Like, Zeus would call back and Matt would be like...
I just cut out, so all I heard was Matt would be like,
No, I said that, like, Zeus would probably try to call back Matt, and Matt would be like, whatever.
It's okay, I've had better dick.
I like how realistic the sky looks in this game.
It's true, he has.
Okay, am I just supposed to bounce into him? Is that what I've been supposed to do the whole time?
Yeah,
I also
okay,
love how, I love how Michael got me to appreciate the goddamn skybox in this game.
Skybox appreciation.
This would be, like, slightly easier if it didn't have to buffer every 10 seconds.
I think the first
Hey! Oh,
Adventure 2, break
oh,
it.
you heard him. What'd you say, Chris?
The first time I've ever appreciated or was aware of a skybox was Sonic Adventure 2.
Yeah, the
Because, like,
car
in-
level especially.
Oh, well, the GameCube one, you could break the Chow Garden if you, like,
Oh,
jump
yeah.
against it enough.
Was that in the Dark Garden?
The just regular garden.
Okay.
They fixed it, which pisses me off, but...
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride on a one-horse open. But just do it. Just do it.
Yeah, I don't like it when
See you some other
games
Thank you.
patch out bugs that are fun. Like if it was like a
That are, like,
bug that was
completely
causing the
harmless.
game to crash. Yeah, if it was causing the game to crash, I could get it. But it's like
You made another time jump.
if it's not doing anything, like Oblivion had this bug, had this like really weird glitch where it makes no sense. I think it. I
Did it?
think it was like a arrow. You had to have a bow and arrow attached, and arrows if you
Wait, I had my
punched
jetpack
the
and
ground but
fireworks
paused
unit
mid punch and then
and it was
equipped
ready on
arrows and
Independence Day.
unequipped them and then dropped an item. That item would multiply
Negatron
like
then, for
by a
sure.
ton, so you could have like a million of the same item. And I don't know why it was that
And like
specific or
what's
how
going
it's
on in the
someone-
background?
or
That was
how someone
Goddard.
else
I'm
figured
sorry.
it out.
Continue.
But it was a really fun glitch to mess with, and they patched it out. But it's just like it wasn't causing anything wrong with the game. Just like if someone wants to do that, let them do that. There's also the paintbrush
Jimmy is
glitch that they
buying
never.
illegal fireworks for 4th of
Yo,
July.
Jimmy is celebrating the day before my birthday. I mean, after. Sorry.
They never patched out the paintbrush glitch, where if you drop a paintbrush, it floats in the air, so you could create a staircase and get into areas that you're not supposed to get into.
Oh, now
and
now I
break the
can
game.
have my fucking jetpack. Except no, I can't. The game stopped running. There we go.
You know, I'm still mad personally at the Knuckles glitch that they fixed in mid playthrough. Thank you, Sega, for that one.
Yeah, why would they do that? It's like
Look, we don't want to play your game.
It made the game significantly better. That is a
Yeah.
glitch that improved the game.
Like, I'm not saying Boom's the I've ever played, but it's not the greatest. All right, like it was fun. It was fun to have that glitch.
I'm not saying Boom is the worst game I've ever played because I've never played Sonic Boom. The worst game I've probably played, at least to completion, was Jimmy for console. I think that is the worst game I have ever completed.
I'd
I
lied.
think Shark
See,
Tale.
now they're playing the
worst game I
Barney
ever
theme
beat.
song.
Highlight for the NES. It is of course, like the worst games I've ever RPGs straight up.
Is it
'Cause
just
there's just
bumping
some-
into him again? Do I just have to bump
Probably.
into him?
There's just some RPGs that just absolutely suck, and like they suck for no good reason, and they waste your time. So like,
Okay, yeah, I just have to run into him over and over.
because like one of the games that's just a super highlight is like a game where like, oh, you can only carry this much of stuff, but you have to carry this much of stuff. Oh, by the way, you can only level up with this amount of weapons. Oh, you can't use that kind of weapon because I didn't say you could, and it's not fucking Tuesday, so. I know that there's people out there that like that shit, and I understand that like Elder Scrolls has that to a degree too, but at least Elder Scrolls does it right.
Guys, I've decided that I'm not angry anymore and that I am currently retconning my character so that I have never even been angry.
That did a lot of damage.
You guys, I'm constantly angry. I just don't show it.
I'm glad
I believe
that's
you.
over. Now back to the present, to the bedroom.
My name is Retcon. Why wouldn't they just make his name Retcon? Ret is a name. My name is Retcon, and it always was.
Alright.
Also, in the
Right.
future, please make note that I will never be angry.
Okay,
I
it
am
looks like we
only
got.
for fun.
It looks like we got 2 levels left.
Okay.
Please note in the future, I will be very angry, and if you guys will witness me play video games, I will probably get angrier than Michael at some occasions.
Jimmy Negatron looks like he would be a Channel Awesome reviewer. That's a fun
No.
bug.
No offense to Michael on that comment. I'm just saying.
What'd you say again?
I said that in the future I will be probably angry at video games if you guys continue to speak with me, probably worse than Michael does.
Oh yeah. At this point, I'm convinced that me and Matt are about the same. I just play more games than Matt does.
I think you get angry a lot easier than I do, but I think we are at least on the same level on how angry we can get.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Battery.
But you
well, here's the thing.
You play more games than I do.
Oh yeah.
And I kind of I get.
Oh, continue.
I was gonna say I get like when you've been playing a game for a while, it like your tolerance just drains, and finally you hit a point where it's like, okay, I'm fucking angry.
Yeah.
Like I was getting angry at like this Switch segment in Jet Fusion that like it's not that bad. It's boring and no fun, but
Smartest boy ever.
Tell me more, Cindy.
It also does make it more infuriating.
Wait a minute. Did you kill the dinosaur chasing the bus? Is that what's in your room?
Oh man. Continuity.
Have to get through to the factory and get rid of all that black flurp.
That's an interesting way
say-
to show conveyance of...
It's
Jimmy Neutron.
Oh, continue.
The Terminator has found
oh no, Cindy's working with the enemy.
Wait, hold on. They changed her hair.
Cindy is convinced that Jimmy Negatron is Jimmy Neutron, and also Jimmy has made her fall in love with him somehow.
Water balloons aren't gonna
What I was
sing
about to
now.
say is I think
We'll
that
have to
like
find something around here to stop this guy.
this is something that you can't blame the game for. This is something you can only blame me and Matt for. But like when it's like there's an like we have kind of like our own self-made obligation to complete it. Like we can't do this thing until we beat this game. It also does make it a lot more infuriating. Like you can't finish your video until you get through these games, so that makes it a lot more irritating when you get stuck.
Yeah, no, I got angry at this Switch segment entirely because I'm like, I just want the level to end, and this is like not a fun way to extend the level.
Yeah.
I think the thing that gets me the most angry, and it doesn't happen commonly, but it's when the game expects you, like it throws a new mechanic at you, and like, you know, some developer is either proud of it or somebody just yada yada'd it, and those piss me off the most, like the racing segment in Jet Fusion, right? Of where like.
Not even the racing segment, the fucking slide puzzles in Jet Fusion.
Yeah, like, it's like a mechanic that, like, those kind of things piss me off, because it's like, I would accept it if it was a good mechanic, but the fact that you put it in here, and it feels untested, you went out of your way, like, no, fuck you, I'm sorry.
It feels like they
if
don't think very highly of the medium of like racing games if they're gonna put a shitty like race and minigame in. It's like, yeah, that'd be an easy thing to throw into the game. Just have a car move around.
Jet Fusion feels like kind of ambitious, but at the same time not ambitious enough to make all the extra bullshit it's adding good. It just wants there to be more bullshit. It's like, yeah, good games have like a lot of stuff in them, so put a lot of stuff in our game. But
yeah, it's just so not true.
It only works if the stuff you add is good. The stuff you add has to be good.
Yeah, or
like
there has to be like some kind of passion behind it.
Right. I was talking about the Simpsons game before. There is a good bit of variety in that game because Homer, Marge, Bart, and Lisa all control they all have their own mechanics. But at the end of the day, despite it being a game with a lot of variety, it has a lot of variety in the sense that the story is really out there and weird. And there's a lot of outfit changes, and there's a lot of different pair-ups. Like there'll be a level of Homer and Lisa together, then there'll be a level of Homer and Marge together. So you do get new pair-ups with those two, but they're not randomly gonna throw in a racing segment. They're not randomly gonna throw in a like a skateboarding segment. You know. I will say though, funny enough, the final boss is a fucking rhythm game, which I hate. It's supposed to be funny. You play Dance Dance Revolution as the final boss, but and while I think the joke is funny, it's not fun. It's like the last part of the game is the worst part of it.
I feel like that's a double whammy though.
No.
Like, because I feel like you're in a weird catch-22. Because like, yeah, it's not fun, but goddamn, is it funny?
It's funny. It's just like I remember it not really like. I remember it not being a good rhythm game in the sense that like. I don't know. I almost felt like it wasn't like properly reading it.
Oh really? It's fuck.
But it's been a long time since I played it, so maybe I just sucked at it. But I remember like hitting the button and it was still saying, "Oh, miss." I'm like, no, I'm not fucking missing.
Amy made it.
But I gotta do the Simpsons game eventually. I don't know what it's available on right now, but
it's available on all consoles, duh.
Yeah, that was a funny thing in the marketing where they said it was available on literally every console ever made.
Think
What if you made a game that was literally available on every console ever made, including like the educational like leapfrog systems? You gotta make it compatible with those.
You gotta make it compatible like the vector graphic, which is just Star Fox graphics.
I think it's a neat concept, but the only way you could like practically do it is if it was actually just one game that was set to look like that, where you go on the screen and it like brings up a bunch of consoles, and then it like mocks the that style.
You know, hear me out. I was a dumbass that believed that Simpsons would do it, not because like I believed that. I didn't get the joke. I just believed that was Simpsons' sense of humor, that they would do it, because the worst shit them saying that is it came out at an time, right? That game came out at a time where it's believable that somebody would still have a Genesis, right? So like,
That's so like when I was young, I did not know about like all of these old consoles. I knew like the previous generations of Nintendo, Sony, and Xbox. That's it.
Yeah, I believed it in the commercial. And it was just because I was a stupid kid. I think that the commercials for the Simpsons game came out when I was 10.
Well, I would believe that, like, the Simpsons would make... Because, see, like, the Genesis would just be the advanced games, right? Just less shit. It's because we're at that weird time of where, like, the Game Boy Advance was just a more advanced Super Nintendo. So, like, in my mind, I'm sitting there like, yeah, that's possible. So...
Oh, the only thing I'll say about the Simpsons game, and I probably said this before too, but I heard the Wii port was really bad. The PS3 and Xbox 360 port were the same. And then the DS port, I did play that one, and I did not like it. But the Xbox 360 port, that's what I had, I really liked.
When Too Many Game comes up, that's one of my games on my list that I'm gonna try to buy.
Of course, that's not how it really is.
Oh, the Simpsons game.
Hold on, when is Too Many Games? I know you told me this already.
I think it's...
Fucking Simpsons game does not have backwards compatibility. That sucks.
I have to look it up because my dumbass will tell you the wrong time. June 23rd to the 25th.
Okay. Mitzi. Is Mitzi still here?
I don't know.
Is Mitzi in the call?
I'm still here. I was talking. What did you want?
What are we doing in June?
What are we doing in June? What hold on. What is June?
June is when Too Many Games is.
Oh. fuck. Nothing? I don't think so. I don't think nothing. I think nothing? Can't think of anything.
Can I interact with this? Can I do something?
No.
Can I? No. No,
Nope.
you're gonna show me a switch, but I can't flip it. Lame.
Well, I don't go flipping my Nintendo Switch.
I do. That shit sucks. It doesn't actually suck. It just, the battery drains even when you're not using it.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Even when you turn it all the way off, it's like, nah, the battery's still gonna drain though.
In all fairness, it drains very slowly, so if you haven't been using it for a while, like, you can leave it off for a few days unplugged, and it'll be fine, but eventually there will come a point.
Yeah.
The soundtrack for this
I will
level
be
is
back
actually
in a second.
kind of bad. Okay.
Soundtrack for this level.
Yeah. The music. I don't know what I'm doing.
I'm
So,
No, okay.
Yeah.
I need to go for now. If you're still on later, I might hop back on.
I think we're pretty close to the end here.
Then we'll see. But if I don't talk to you guys again until after the holiday, I mean, I'll talk to you in messages, but if I don't talk to you in a call until then, have a good holidays, y'all.
Thank you. Talk to you later.
Peace.
It really looks like I'm supposed to flip this switch. It's like flashing at me, but there's no...
No, everything July, anyway. Altogether.
Are you
You know what? As long as Chris is up, I think we're gonna take this opportunity to do a bathroom break. I will be back. Although, actually, let me... No, not that one. Photoshop, absolutely no one asked you to be here. Why are you like this? Why do you just open sometimes?
Oh, you're streaming to Discord now? Hello? Why can't I hear anyone? Is anyone there?
Did you do it? Did you beat the Jimmy? Hello?
Alright, I've returned.
What's up? Did you beat the Jimmy?
No.
Are you sure you want to...
Ooh, I don't want to exit the game. I just want to exit this menu. We're still here. Oh.
And no, you're not wrong. The song here sucks.
Yes, I did. I did make it viewable. You can now watch this on.
Super jump!
Like last time, we could watch it, but we definitely can't hear it.
Time glue!
I also would. Oh my fault.
Authorized personnel only. I'm authorized by myself. By the power vested in me by me.
By the power vested in Jimmy.
No, okay, this is where I came from.
I love how Jimmy can't go straight through the corridor. He's like hugging the wall.
Bottles down with my water balloon launcher and leave the purple bottles.
Okay.
Gotta make sure I don't shoot.
What's wrong with Black Flurp, huh, Jimmy?
That's the evil purple flurp.
Hello?
Hello.
Howdy.
Okay, I can hear you guys now. You guys
Okay,
didn't
this is
exist
bad.
before.
I only got back a couple seconds ago. Jimmy dislikes the product so much that he personally went to the factory. So is this just like the creative interpretation of what they think Purple Flurp looks like, or?
Oh,
Yeah.
they made a new blue Flurp?
No, Black Flurp.
Black Flurp.
Black
Whoa.
Flurp is what Negatron has been using to cause evil the whole game.
Ah, okay. It's just Baja Blast.
Yeah.
How long do I have to keep doing this?
Until
Is there-
they're all gone.
Okay, I guess that was
Black
enough.
Flurp production, of course. So you don't think I'll just make more? I am unstoppable. I am all powerful. I am.
Looking at a negative Jimmy, I feel like somebody just drew this
Now to get
and was like, "Hey,
a purple
This is the antagonist, and like, okay, we can do that. We have the model. We can do it.
Hey, Cindy.
This game feels like it was made out of like laziness.
Anything for you.
I actually feel like it was like
What are you looking at, nerd boy?
What did you say?
they were like,
I heard you.
okay, we need a design for, you know, evil Jimmy. What is he gonna look like? And one guy was like, wait, hold on, I've got it. And then he just printed out a picture of Jimmy, and then with a Sharpie marker just scribbled on the fucking goatee and went, this is it.
And then they 3D, like the 3D modeler. They didn't even make a new model. They just put at there that drawing.
Look at how evil this facial hair is.
This echo sounds cool.
Like, what, that on a 10-year-old? Are you kidding me?
Tyrannosaurus Rex is a large Tyrannosaurus Rex is a large
So that's like 1,000 sound effects. Robot dinosaurs are attacking the city.
You know, for Retroville, that sounds like a Tuesday, though.
Oh, the dinosaurs are back?
No, they're robots.
Are we gonna actually acknowledge the dinosaurs this time?
We're back at Dinosaur Story.
We're not just gonna go off and pick flowers for Mom. We're gonna actually recognize that there is, in fact, a dinosaur chasing Carl.
You know, I would love to interview the people that made this game.
Honestly, I would love to interview anyone who worked on any of these games. Because I have so many questions.
I specifically want the PC ones only so I can ask, like, these weird-ass questions such as, why the dinosaur? Is there, like, did you have a model sheet for this? What was the model sheet for this game? Like, did they just go, like, hey, look, here's the movie models. This is what you get.
Well, they updated Cindy to her show design when previously she was her movie design. Granted, Cindy was like the worst looking model in that game.
I have heard that this is the only game to do it, but that is also...
That was me that said that. I said this was the only game to do that.
Ah, see, there we go.
At least, like, of all the console games, this is the only one to do it. Maybe she has her show design in one of the handhelds.
You know, I feel like probably not. I feel like the handhelds have like a lot of effort though put into them for the fact that like I think somebody on consoles like they paid money for this whatever. Somebody on the handhelds are like, kids are gonna be forced to play this on a car trip. Let's make this somewhat decent. I only say this because Jet Fusion's decent, but like Negatron is abysmal.
Yeah, I probably will play the handheld versions eventually. Just to... Honestly, I might play them like actually on the handheld and then like write my review based on that and then like get footage for it on an emulator. So
I have a thing.
that.
I have a little thing if you guys want to. It just hooks Game Boy Advance stuff to a TV.
Ah.
So if you guys want to borrow that, I'll just send it to Mitzi. Or have it, because I don't use it. Evil Jimmy making robot dinosaurs makes the most sense out of this whole game. Because if I was an evil 10-year-old, why wouldn't I make robot dinosaurs? Okay.
They've got a new Ultra Lord game at the arcade. That's cool. Please let me get the bubbles. Please, please, please.
No, you're not allowed.
No, no. Okay.
The Ultra Lord reboot, just Ultra God. Sheen's not a big fan of it.
It's funny, this is a spoiler from my review, I suppose, but, in the show, like, they have the episode that, like, confirms Sheen and Libby are dating, and then the next episode, the entire town gets shrunk, and Sheen tries dating his Ultra Lady action figure. And it's like, Sheen, you're dating someone. Already. That's already a thing.
But let's keep in mind that just because you're dating somebody in real life doesn't mean you stop dating a fictional person.
It's good.
Who the fuck is it?
Triplets born, thrown away. A seer warns of a deadly fate. Give up your children.
It's ground.
What?
It's Sonic Underground.
That's my coping mechanism all day.
Sonic Underground. I remember one of the first forums I've ever discovered was somebody being very stressed that Sonic didn't conclude, so they wrote on a forum begging Deke or whatever to bring it back, although Sonic X was already going on.
Apparently there is like a finale comic.
Oh but
I don't even know if it's official, but it's there. Yeah, so I'm going to Virginia tomorrow, and I'm very nervous about it, so Sonic Underground is my coping mechanism. How are y'all doing?
I'm doing excellent. I have never been angry once in my entire life, ever. I am a completely calm person.
Even when you had to give up your children?
Yeah.
Separate?
Yeah.
I got a ridiculous amount of levels of sick after having a hangover after the Christmas stream.
How did you get sick?
Being in cold weather.
Why were you in cold weather? Did you go outside and jump around?
That's what happened to me as a kid.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Maybe you should give them up.
Nah. I like them too much.
Separate.
Damn it.
Bide your time. Lie in wait.
I will have your child, Chris.
In a time of chaos, I should go to Olivia and be like, we gotta leave. We gotta separate from our kid. Some weird dude. Some weird dude talked to me about it. It's a prophecy, don't you know?
It was a seer.
Yeah.
I really wish he'd
Warning
stop
of a deadly
laughing like
fate.
that. It's annoying. You've stopped me for now, Neutron, but I'll be back.
What is this goatee looking Jimmy?
This is Jimmy Negatron.
It should be Jimmy Electron.
Someone in my comment section said that as well.
Yeah, I got it based off the comment.
Jim?
Yeah,
Hi, Jimmy.
So that's the evil dude from another dimension.
Look how flat his hairline is.
Aren't you gonna
Roasting
stop
Carl's hairline.
Simple. I planned a little surprise for him when I
Looks
was
like
trapped in his
bacon.
dimension.
What kind of surprise?
Looks like overcooked bacon.
Imagine Carl like stapling bacon to his forehead. Ah!
He does it to impress Jimmy's mom.
I love how like it's not even an angry photo of Jimmy Negatron. It's just him blankly looking at the camera for those posters.
I don't like anything about this Jimmy Negatron.
And did you see that like Captain Crunch looking Jimmy Negatron poster? Right there.
Yeah.
Is this the end of the game?
I think so. You win. Press any key to continue.
Oh, you win? You done a win?
All right, we beat Jimmy Negatron. Thank you everyone for joining us.
Why does all these games feel like you when you win you don't really win?
Because you
Why
don't.
do you keep loading into many things?
You know, no game will be as good as Shark Tale saying, probably uninstall.
Hey, your game's over. Uninstall it now. Did you know that?
There we go. Well, I mean, I didn't even go as long on that as like as long as I thought I might. I only went like 3 hours on that, man. Well, thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you everyone who showed up in the chat.